Hi, guys. Welcome to Madness Life. You're new here. Please subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. If you'd like to become a member, the link is in the description. Now, listen today, people. We got to give our girl a little bit of help, okay? Okay? Can we agree on that? Like I said, we don't hate. Anyone that disagrees with her is a hater. So I can't do anything about that. Now, oh my, it's so much. So everybody knows she's missing off the YouTubes. Maybe she's had a little talking to. Maybe she's having a decompression moment where we don't know her to do that. So I don't know. Maybe she's traveling home. Hello, everybody. I love my chat. I'm going to put it on live chat. Make sure we don't miss anyone. Grimes, Deb, Truth is Freedom, Sweet Vanilla Kisses, Unicorn, Ellen, K-Love, Jennifer, Nana Flower Power, Milana Lean, Dan, Courtney, Reinforced Sofa Bees. I like that, Reinforced Sofa. Michelle, Reality Chica, Duchess, Hippie Witch, Beatrix, Cook, EJ, Milk Bee, Shelly Ray, Beatrix, Indy. I'm glad you put that out on your channel. It was you, right, Milk Bee, that put out the, she can't get a, civil card in Kuwait? Jennifer! You know what I'm saying? I can't remember. There's so much going on. I know there's a Milk Tea and a Milk Bee. Casa Vegas, Just Jamie, Ellen Marie. Hi, guys. Love my subscribers, love my members. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know. So anyway, everybody's speculating. It's all over the place. Blah, blah, she's in jail, blah, blah. No, she's not. She was in somebody else's live last night, according to Yaba. So I'm going to believe her. I'm going to totally believe her. Because maybe she's been told to lay off the YouTubes because maybe there's a case with Allah's wife. Nobody knows. All we know is she has a hard time reining herself in for anything. But today we're going to touch on, wow. You know, I like to laugh a lot, right? But sometimes you got to just help a girl out. You know what I'm saying? You got to help a girl out. I don't think if anything will help, but maybe if she sees a pattern and sees her life flashed before her, right? We know she falls in love super quick. Anybody gives her any attention, she's in love. Like when you're 15, you know, everything makes your head just swim and crazy. The smell of him, the look of him, the way he looked at you. Okay, that's a teenage thing. I gotta be honest. I think that happened to me once, and then I got hurt, and it never happened again. How about that? I'd be like, okay, I'm watching you. You know what I'm saying? I was just one of them people. And sometimes people like the challenge of a difficult relationship. Well, I don't know if she watches my show or not, but I hope. She doesn't like philosophy. She probably don't like psychology. I'm going to guess. But she is never, ever going to feel real love until she looks at her patterns of behavior. By the way, she's actually aware of them. The problem is until she learns how to manage her overzealous emotions and takes those as her reality instead of what's really going on, she will continue down this path of never going to find love. And I believe in my mind, honestly, I believe in my mind, after we go through all this, you're going to see that Nadder was just as addicted to her energy, her being a challenge, as she was to him. And I do believe that Nadder was her first real love because he challenged her. BB didn't challenge her. Pete didn't challenge her. And then we'll look at the guys she met for 15 minutes and got all stalker. Now, if you think this is new, she's been doing this since she was 14. Since she was 14, she tells the stories. They're all out there. We're going to go through a few of them out of her own mouth. You have to do it that way because the way it works, and she still may spin it in her own way, but if you see enough of a pattern, eventually you might go, you know what? I'm almost 40. This ain't even cute anymore. You agree? Okay. So we're not here to bash. I went through a pattern. Listen, I was over in Goldwater Rules channel last night on their live, and I got sad. Because the way Goldwater Rules does it, it makes things obvious. So then I end up on a channel, which I'm going to promote today. You're going to need to grab the link to this channel because I'm going to tell you what, this woman done the Lord's work. Okay? The Lord's work. But everybody wants to talk about this. Let me get this pulled up. No sound. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me knock it back a sec. Everybody wants to talk about this. There it is. We're over here on BBQ chilling. Okay, so I'm not gonna, play her voice reading it. Everybody wants to talk about this. She was on Instagram. She popped this up. Why Instagram? Why not YouTube? Because whether she got in trouble by YouTube, I don't know. Or she was told by Kuwait to knock it off and not, I don't even know. I don't know. Something occurred though. Maybe she had her own fortitude, right? To not go live. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so basically she put this up. Look at this perfect punctuation in English. I don't believe it. Don't believe it for 1 second. Is she capable of loving someone, Beatrix? I don't know. Does she know what love is? No. Absolutely not. To her, it is, I'll show you. I'll show you what love is to her. We're going to go through it, so buckle up, buttercups. Do I think she's scary? I think to the men that she decides she has feelings for, yes. Yes. To the rest of the world, no. Not at all. So the fact that this is not her writing whatsoever. Somebody did this for her, and it's one of her Beezers probably. It's either Missy Moo or it is Aisha. It is somebody who is very, very good with punctuation, using proper terms and language to make you bounce forward. And, oh yeah, this is somebody who knows what they're doing. Could be DC Media Girl, could be. And it's fine because it no matter what, if she stamps this, somebody sent it to her and she put it out there on Instagram, then she put her stamp on it. It's on her Instagram. So there's that. So basically she's saying, does Foodie Beauty still support LGBTQT, by the way, plus, because there's an I and an A. Anyway, it's complicated. The short answer is no. But, so when you say but, you negate what you said before. So you shouldn't have used the word but. You should have just said the short answer is no. She does not support LGBTQT. Now, that's her gig, right? And then she strongly disagrees with hating people based on their orientation. You hate people based on their haircut, their jobs in life. So I don't want to hear the rest of it. So why did she do this? Well, probably 2 reasons. If you ask me, one would be she is getting back at Pete. I think she like just kind of sidestepped the Holy Trinity thing because I believe in her mind, you know, when Pete said, I have the Holy Trinity over here with me, ha ha, bitch, right? I think that pissed her off, but I also think she kept that in her back pocket because she knew when she got home, she could probably fix things, right? That's what I think. Secondly, I think she did this because when Pete said, technically, that is SA. And now he's backpedaling and telling people to F off and F you. So all the members are pretty much leaving because I'm sorry, when you create an audience and you're transitioning, then you, I guess, have a certain group you're supposed to rally for. But he's backpedaling for Foodie Beauty. So I think she did this to punish him more, if you ask me. But anyway, that's not here nor there. Everybody just wants that addressed, so we addressed it. That's all it is. It's the revenge game. Yep, live by the woke, die by the woke. I actually had someone come in my comment section said, since when did you become woke? I'm like, you obviously don't watch my channel. Because even you saying that, you don't even walk the path I walk. Because I don't even believe in the word woke. I believe it's a group of people that need attention, want to be heard, they congregate, and they either do good or they do bad. So you define it any way you want. But no, you can't change how I think, what I do, how I do it. You can't ever. Like Foodie Beauty started out banging BMI voice, making little videos, editing them, editing it out, bad behavior. But when she started going live is when all the problems started, right? Yeah. So you won't see a flip-flop like that because I don't believe in any of that shit that's being shoved down your throat. First of all, I'm almost 60 years old. So when I grew up, the only things we learned from our family and our neighbors. And you know what I'm saying? We didn't have constant apps in our face telling us about ourselves. And if you don't believe this, then you don't belong. That's all geared at the young people. So I'm going to guess you're in your 30s, right? Because anybody my age will be like, what? What's woke mean? Exactly. It has no meaning. That's it. So your reality is going to be whatever you believe in. And my reality is what I believe in. End of. It's that simple. But if you're going to come and say things like that to me, you don't know me. Yeah, and I definitely don't have to be a part of something to be somebody. So if you're out there doing things like that, shutting the world up from having free speech. But if you come in here and you demand that the people in here watching a show by changing the subject and creating an agenda for everybody to follow your beliefs, because that's exactly what you did yesterday, Piss and Vinegar. I was actually kind to you. I said, you can have a differing opinion, but the minute you blamed something on something, that's an agenda. We don't play like that. Anything going on in the world that involves, oh, I don't know. Are we going to, hey, are they going to remove cutlery from our cooking? Or do you think they're going to punish the guy in Idaho for his sickness? That's what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking we're going to have to learn how to cut steak with 2 forks. So, see, I don't play like that. You don't believe in whatever, then don't buy them, own them, possess them in any way. Good for you. Is the chat anti-LGBT or something? I'm lost. Alan, you're definitely lost. Scroll back to the beginning. Okay, so she put that up to get back at Pete's. I no longer support it. Did you ever, though? Did you ever? Because I feel like if Foodie Beauty would have supported the LGBTQT, right? She would have dressed Pete up better for the Pride Parade, right? She would have went the extra mile. Instead of on herself, she would have made him look fabulous. Right there was my first indicator. This is all about her. It ain't even about him, right? I already seen it, Gigi. I thought about playing it, but let's see where we get. It is funny as shit. It really is. I already seen that. That's funny as shit. Okay, so that's the whole reason behind that. She's still punishing Pete for, how dare him say technically her just kissing him without his permission and without his wanted advances was considered SA. So yeah, she'll support anything that benefits her. Absolutely. Yes, I know, Antonis. I said I already saw it. Okay, so let's go to this one. Oh, this is when, listen, you may get creeped out. You may get creeped out. I don't even know how to make this funny, and I don't want to make this funny. Because I see a problem here, and I want to help her. If she isn't going to help herself, and she loves to watch YouTube videos instead of going and getting real help or looking at anything in any way beyond getting herself alone for the rest of her life, I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know if she can be helped. She has too many obsessions and addictions, right? She does. And it's all based on her emotions. I feel like if she could get her emotions under control, like that's why she does the gummies. Seriously, she can't be helped. Well, at least we can say we tried, right? Or they could use this, right? They could use all this for the documentary. Why not? Or the new movie. The new movie. Right? She's making more money. No, she's not. Unicorn Blow. She's not making more money causing drama. She deleted them all. She's deleted. If you just type in Foodie Beauty up in the search, her channel don't even come up. That's how low at the rung she is. Do you get what's going on? Nadder was her first reel where she actually felt love. Not obsession. Well, there was obsession. Where she actually is still continuing with wrath. By the way, Foodie Beauty, if you read Psalms about wrath, wrath. No. 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 No, girl. No. You need to read about wrath in the Bible, okay? Let me see, I gotta cue this up. Lust, anger, and greed. That's the gateway to hell. Honestly. Go look. Go look. So we're going to take a look at some things. Let's see. Obsession. Gluttony, absolutely. There's 7 deadly sins. But she's on the wrath mode. Well, she's on gluttony too, but the wrath mode. We've seen wrath since New Year's Day. And I think it was sparked by New Year's Eve. I have a feeling this could end really bad. That's why we're like, can we help you out today? Maybe if you could see that since age 14, you have not changed one thing when it comes to your obsessions. Yeah. There's no, listen, yeah, there's no fury like a woman scorned. But how about a woman obsessed? Fatal Attraction, anyone? And Nadder, you know exactly what you're doing. I even tagged your ass. You know exactly what you're doing. Period. I'll show you what he's doing. Check this shit out. He is addicted to her as much. I'm going to tell you right now, she was the fire between Nadder and Dee Dee's relationship. The constant emails, texts showing up at their house, calling. She's what brought them together, and she is what kept them together. So these two's relationship is going to be boring as hell if they don't keep her intertwined. Tried to tell you that. Tried to tell you that. It is bizarre, and it's sick, and this can go south. So if you didn't know, this is a Balmain necklace. It's a Balmain necklace. He's run about $4,000. He just put this up. Oh, come on, Nadder. I'm getting rid of the music. I don't want to hear it. So we bought it for Dee Dee. Balmain necklace. That shit is expensive. Look at that. Wow. $5,490. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. I told you, Nadder has money. Just because Foodie kept giving him money doesn't mean he didn't have Egyptian money. And he probably got it maybe from, I don't know, a trust or something. Of course he's poking her. He's poking her. And really it's not up to us to even believe it, whether he bought it or she bought it. The fact that they're doing that, not an engagement ring, but an expensive necklace, right? You're like, well, why not an engagement ring? I mean, if you're going to do it up right. Because they don't want to push that button yet. They don't want to push that button yet. No friend would buy. Do I have friends that would buy me a $6,000 necklace? No. The love of my life would. But that was a move. I'm telling you, they're just as addicted to her as she is to them. And it's driving her crazy in Kuwait. I'm going to tell you what. This is getting crazy. All right, so this one is called, let me see. Oh, this one is really good. But I need that one too. I may have to save the sequel. Yeah, I'm going to save the sequel for tomorrow because this is so much to cover. Okay? It's so much to cover. So I want to do that. I was looking for that one. All right, so we're going to see a little bit. Let me see. So many things. I got to find... Okay, so there's so much, you guys. There's so much. Yeah. At the end of the day, she's going cray, cray. For sure, girl. You're going cray, cray. There we go. Now they line up for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, here's the one. We're going to start with this one. So, I gotta get this lined up. This is back in the day. Story time. Guys ready? Buckle up. We're trying to help out Foodie see it's a pattern. And instead of slandering and destroying people's lives, maybe she needs to, I don't know. I don't think she will seek help. I really think she enjoys this stuff, which is really sad. This is back in the day. This when she lived at BB's. There.
French accent. He was really French. I would just show up because A, I didn't live that far. B, he never answered my...
Oh, wait. This is about the French guy. I think she was 14. No, 14 is when she would stay at her friend's house because she was obsessed with the teen twin boys that lived across the street. So she would spend the night at her friend's so she could see the twin boys. And she got very stalkerish, and the father even threatened to call the cops at 14, Deb. But when she met the French guy, I think she was 16. So, this is Knock Knock, It's Karma. You've got to subscribe. Gold. Literal gold. If anybody wants to grab the link that has a wrench, put it in the chat. That would be great. Okay. She has Betty Davis eyes. I'm going to keep an eye on the volume. Gaston is the Frenchman. He was like 40.
So I used to like to just show up at my French lover. If you don't know my French lover story, it's this dude I was off and on again with. He was a weird creep. He was hot, but he was kind of like a womanizer creep. He had a really strong French accent. He was really French. I would just show up because A, I didn't live that far. B, he never answered my phone calls. I was the type of girl that...
Now you need to pay attention to the stalking behavior. When she becomes obsessed with somebody, whether she met them 10 minutes ago, right? Or just over FaceTime, which might explain why she's in Kuwait. The father called the cops, but she kept going over there. According to her, right? Everything's according to her. So there's that. So I want you to pay attention to all the stalking behavior.
You have a one-night stand with thinking there's no strings, but then I fall in love and I'm like annoying as...
There you go. Pay attention, Foodie, to what you're saying. Did you hear what you just said?
Showed up as an apartment. He lived in a type of building where he was on the top in a bachelor apartment and there was a bottom. I met him because he used to just roam around talking to people. He was like preying on people at this party my friend was having. So one day in the summer, we were all sitting outside. I get there, there's this man outside with them. He was talking to my friend's boyfriend. He had khaki shorts on, sandals, no shirt, very ripped. He had big muscles, nice muscle structure, you know? Tanned, nice skin tone. I thought he was very good looking for his age. He looked to be in his maybe 40s, late 30s.
Well, actually, this giraffe is actually a statue that sits on the ground because BB was from South Africa.
40s.
I think it's cool as hell.
He was 38, really dark hair, blue eyes. And then
now she's letting you into her mind, how her mind works. So that's what we got to pay attention to, is when she actually reveals that she knows what she's doing is wrong, but just like overeating, she just doesn't have the tools to control it. And God forbid anybody on her channel or on the internet can see this and then try to help her, because we already know you're just a hater.
the minute I got there, our eyes locked. You know when that happens and he looks at you and he has those like fuck me eyes, like he wants to eat you up? I had an intense instant sexual attraction to this guy. He's like, hello, you know? When he started talking, he had like a French accent. Turns out he lived in the apartment upstairs. He was the superintendent of the place. Hung out, talked to him a little bit, just asked me some general questions, you know, how old are you, where are you from? And the whole time he would talk to me, intently staring into my eyes. Oh my god, this guy's body manipulation. Ended up going home.
So if somebody even looks at her too long, I mean, really, think about it. She has already created the love story. And she's got all those endorphins released. And in her mind, whenever something releases endorphins, like food or lust, right? Then that's her reality. This is what it is. This is the truth. This is what's going on. This is what he wants from me. And this was at 16.
Upstairs. I was bummed that he left, and I don't know where I got the balls to do this, but when he left, I said, okay, I'm gonna go home too. You know, it's getting late. My friend's like, okay. It was dark out. I left her apartment. Something in me just told me, I don't know, the way he was looking at me told me he wouldn't turn me down. So I went.
You hear this shit? Do you hear this shit? And it's almost like when, okay, so at 14, she fantasized about the twins, right? But then she literally couldn't take it to that step. But at 16, she got ballsy. And this can, a 40-year-old man could really mess up a 16-year-old's mind, right? So, yeah, pay attention. This is the first time she made the move.
I went upstairs. I still remember the way that staircase leading up to his apartment smells. It was a mixture of like, you know, like a garage smell and bachelor, like manly smell. A little bit of aftershave. It was a very manly smell. It made my heart race, you know? My heart racing. I go up these narrow stairs. It's hot. I get to the top.
See, she was addicted to that. She was addicted to the adrenaline rush, the mania. It was so intense. And she's been chasing that ever since, has she not? It was her first experience, girls.
Door was at the end of this little hallway. Floor was uneven, I remember that. I thought I was gonna fall through. Seen his apartment door. Oh, and it took me a good 5 minutes to get the courage to knock. I was trying
Yeah, this is how a predator is born.
listen, you know? I couldn't hear anything. So I knock at the
You could only fake love me.
door, nothing. I'm standing there. See the peephole get dark, like a shadow move in it. It was him trying to see who it is. I should have blocked it. The chain on the door moves. Door opens. He opens the door. He looks at me and this grin. And this guy had the most beautiful teeth. Shining, gleaming white smile. Chiseled features. Oh, he was gorgeous. And he just like smiled at me and was like, "You naughty girl." I remember he said that. He's like, "You're bad." So he invited me in.
If he would have been a wise, not disgusting man, he wouldn't open the door. She's been failed at so many levels.
Shy, I was nervous, but was excited. Basically, I sat on his couch, he sat right beside me. Body language again, turned towards me really close, grabbed my hand, was stroking my hand, touching my face. So romantic. And he was older, so he really knew how to pay attention to my body. To this day, I've never had a man focus on me the way he did. You knew?
Until Nadder. Pay attention, people. Until Nadder. Those words came out of her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, we're gonna go to, wait, let's go a little bit farther. Because she did some creepy shit after that.
That night we slept together. It was amazing. I won't go into dirty. I showed up at his house, went upstairs, and I could still remember what the hallway smelled like. Like bachelor, I don't know. And then there was like a big bag of dog food in the corner that never got used. I don't know. He didn't even have a dog. Maybe he ate it. I don't know. I knock on the door. No answer. And I was like, oh, you know, I really wanted to see him and I didn't want to walk all the way back home. Like, oh.
So what do you think she did when he wasn't home?
Not far, but it was a good walk. So I tried the door handle. It was open. I think this guy just like, he was in and out so often throughout the day that he just like left it open. He didn't really have any valuables either. I remember his apartment, his room, an old radio and a big poster, Randy Rhodes. The door was open. I was like, oh my God. Yes, I remember this is the time. I was excited. I knew I was more excited for some reason. I didn't want to leave because I had just gone to a section up and purchased like a brand new like type of lube, you know? So I went there like with the lube and everything, which by the way, I ended up being allergic to it or something and it ended up giving me a UTI. So I thought, I'm gonna surprise him. I'm gonna hide in his apartment, wait for him to get home from whoever he was bugging in the neighborhood. Seemed it, you know?
God,
but he had a dresser. It was just like a whole pile of crap beside the dresser. Clothes, gadgets, I don't even know. All his hoardings, whatever. So I thought I'm gonna hide behind there because I could still peek over kind of. And the dresser, the way it is kind of hiding me from view. At least I thought. So eventually he comes home. I don't remember having to wait that long. I don't remember exactly how long, but I would have waited. I don't care. I hear him come in. He burps and farts right away. I'm my kind of guy. So I was like trying not to laugh. I always thought I was immature when I was...
No, my husband just came in from work. So they always greet him with the barks.
Stuff like that. I hear him put something in the fridge, probably a container of soy milk. He was obsessed with drinking soy milk. So
let's just put it this way. She stayed in his apartment and she would have stayed there all night, she said, just to see him. She went through everything in his apartment while he wasn't there.
Goes in the bathroom. He sits on the toilet, obviously. We're at toilet seat creek, followed by like a symphony of farts. So he's like dropping a deuce. I'm grossed out behind the dresser. It's a small apartment, so the smell is like wafting. And he's French, and he went, why? Which means yes. If you're from a certain area, your French is more slang, so his was like, and you would say, why? Then he turns the shower on, and he's singing to himself in the shower. So, with the French accent, welcome to the jungle. He like 80s rock, and he'd like mess up the words like, welcome to the jungle, we got fun and game. We got to everything.
See, and even as she tells the story, there's nothing wrong with what she did in her mind because she was obsessed. And she had to feed that obsession. And you're gonna see a pattern of this. Right? So there's that story. So that was, that guy. Let's go on to, hold on, let me cue it up, because there's a lot. It started very young, and a lot of these personality disorders, especially certain ones, start very young age. It's a very young age, and it's usually right around puberty or 15 years old when you're starting to, I don't know, feel like you're coming into yourself in some sort of way. So now we're going to go to this one.
15.
Okay. She talks about when she was 15. Oh my God, this is so much. We're staying on Knock Knock, It's Drama's channel. Did he ever see her? Yes, he did see her in there. And she grabbed a letter and a picture she had drawn him and ran out the door. Because he said, what are you doing in here? And she just grabbed a letter she wrote him and a picture she drew and ran out the door.
15 minutes. I really feel...
Let me get right to here.
Oh, it's messed up. I met him for 15 minutes. I really feel like there was something there.
Now, this is either Tony or Nicholas, because both of them, she fell in love in 15 minutes and became obsessed. They met her. Like, I remember Tony met her for her birthday and bought her a coffee just to say he met Foodie Beauty, right? Yeah. And then it turned into some weird shit. And then there was Nicholas. She fell in love with Nicholas too after 15 minutes. You think this is about Nicholas? Probably. Because Tony, he blocked her on everything. And I think Nicholas ended up blocking her too. Now, what she would do is she would go on Plenty of Fish, which is how she met BB, while she was with Pete's. Anyway, she would go on Plenty of Fish or Tinder. Tinder, she would put in there, she's just looking for a hookup. And the people had no idea what they were in for because she wanted more.
It's a gut instinct. I don't usually...
Oh, yeah. Was it? Oh, Frank's the one that they... Oh, my God. It's all the same.
Trust my instincts. So I just haphazardly, like I said, I've been talking to this other guy. He's from Egypt.
This is when we started with... Okay, so it was Nicholas because Nicholas was right before Nadder. She would keep one on a hook in case the other one wasn't into her. She did that all the time. Yeah. Oh, she's talking about Tony in this one, see? Nick rubbed her fat belly and she fell in love, see? One made out with her in the car, and that was Tony, I think. And then, oh my God, I mean, it's... You can't put any emotion into this except for, I want you to see your pattern. And I want you to see it's self-destructive and very predatory. Yeah, they're all the same stories. Now, this is when she just started talking to Nadder.
Kind of like the Beezin doesn't end.
So she's talking about Nadder.
Okay. Don't judge me, please. I'm just fucking... Okay, I know. So he comes over, he shows me where to park, and I see him, and he's like... I'm just like, he looks like his pictures, but very skinny. Like, I'm not body shaming. Yeah, okay, that sounds like body shaming. I won't talk about how skinny he was. He's one of those, like, really skinny guys.
Deb, we literally just played that story.
But he's got, like, ripped, like, muscles. He's, like, really hyper, and I don't know. Anyway, so I get there, I'm like, but then whenever he shuts, like, his apartment door, and then he kissed me, and I was like, he's such a good kisser. Like, he's such a good kisser. So then, he's Egyptian, and I think he's Arab. He doesn't speak very good English, but it's okay.
You weren't there for talking anyway.
So he was so cute showing me his place. He's like, his place, he fixed it up really nice. He's a really handy guy, so organized and clean. Holy fuck! I'm just like, I'm so the opposite of you, right? Like, so this guy, I don't know what it is. He just really, really likes me a lot. He wanted me to stay. Like, he gets mad easy. Like, I know there's gonna be red flags, but he gets so mad. Like, he didn't carry me, but he was like,
that would
have been something. She said he didn't carry me.
So we go in his room.
Yes, this is about Nadder.
He's got the cleanest fucking room I've ever seen. He's got like a small, like, bed like yours, a bit bigger, and then like a big mattress on the ground. So I'm just like, oh, like, what? This is gonna be so awkward. There was still light out. So to ease the mood, he starts smoking. He lights up this Moroccan hash, and we get totally fucking baked. And then he like I don't want to say this, but you guys are gonna be so, I don't do this on a regular basis. I don't even do it really, but I did it for some reason. I did it, and it's not good to do.
Yeah, her pupils are the size as hamburgers, as she's telling us the story.
And if that changes your perception of me, I apologize. But I did, like, he busted out like a bunch of lines of cocaine. I know.
Yeah, you'll definitely start seeing the weight loss as she's with Nadder.
Come here. Did you poop? Hi. Baby girl. Aw, come here. Oh, I love you. Yes. Nope, he hasn't messaged me, so.
Yeah, this is when it gets very uncomfortable, and it's literally more the story she's about to tell. Oh wait, it might be in the next one. Hold on.
You know what I'm gonna do? At 5:30, I'm going to text him one last time and say, your loss. Have a nice life.
Now this is because this is Nicholas. She's talking about Nicholas. But she had just got done spending the night with Nadder.
XO. That's it.
I knew she was talking about Nicholas, because Nicholas was the same time as Nadder.
That's it. I don't have any regrets. No, I had a good time. Oh, this is dirty. I have to do laundry. So, I got a phone call I was in bed, but it was like 6:30 in the morning. He must have woken up. And then he must have seen my message later when he was at work, like, hey, I had a good night. I went home because I missed my cats and yada yada. He just put a thumbs up.
That's when she left Nadder's in the morning, you know, probably full of regret and needing some drive-through love, right? He just gave her a thumbs up because she left. She left him a text.
So I wrote back, I'm like, that's all you're gonna say after spending a whole night together? Excuse me. All right, let's just do the fucking weigh-in and stop talking about these idiots. That's a baby.
A lot of men, Sammy, and it's the same pattern. She falls hard. She stalks them. She tests their loyalty. She tests their trust. It's a game.
That's pretty good. I guess it's going to be, I'm sure it'll even slow down even more than that. So I'm going to have to start eating extra healthy Walking a lot more. We're going to get some shoes. We're going to get some workout gear.
So this is when Nadder wanted to help her lose weight. He was all about trying to help her get healthy. So it went deeper than just lust. It went into, he wanted to help her.
You know what? We're going to say fuck Nicholas and his games and screw everybody. We're just going to, you know. Glad you got laid, though. I did have a really good time. I don't think I'm going to see Nick, Abby. I don't even think about it because
you have a new obsession.
I don't think he'll message me. Like, what's his fucking... He's got problems. Like, don't message me back. Tell me you don't like me. What's your problem? I don't do that to people.
But people don't owe you that. Like, let's say you go out on a date. Like, you know, you did with Frank, right? Or, no, Tony. You went out with Tony, and then he was like, it was supposed to be a Tinder hookup, blah, blah, blah. And then he just was like, nah, you know, she ain't for me. So you just kept texting him and wanting to know why he wasn't, you know, responding to you, and he didn't really owe you anything. He wasn't your husband. He wasn't, you know what I mean? And then finally he had to block you on everything. Every single app, everything.
Ugh. I'm so turned off. Like, I'm finally turned the fuck off. Like, I'm honestly gonna message him and be like, you're lost. Like, you're lost, whatever. Have a good life. And don't message me. Seriously. Quit the edibles, yeah.
I definitely think she uses the edibles to bring down, like, you know, manic thoughts, obsessive thoughts. I really think she does. And now that she's over in Kuwait, she's been trying to think she's in love with Salah, and that's been her drug. And then something happened New Year's Eve. I mean, we all know that. We've seen it. We've seen the switch, the shift, the wrath afterwards. And it's sad because she may have had this fantasy in her mind that Salah would love her. And he must have let her know on New Year's Eve, it's not what this is about. And that just sent her right into the tizzy she's in. And she's got no edibles.
I would have given him so much affection, and I'm fun to hang out with. That's what he's missing. I'm fucking fun to hang out with.
Well, Bella Sky said, well, how is she going to handle being away from Salah? Well, she has figured out that Salah is not in love with her, and she's going to come back home, and she's going to get back involved with Nadder and Dee Dee. And if you don't think, I mean, if you look at all the wrath, she's gone down triple time on Dee Dee and Nadder, mostly Dee Dee, trying to get Dee Dee to get away from Nadder because she blames Dee Dee that she's not with Nadder. She don't blame herself. But we're going to see the things she did that drove Nadder away. For sure.
Obviously, or you guys wouldn't be here, right? So, I didn't get ready for Nick. I just got ready for myself. Like, I don't expect him that he's going to... I'm in my nightgown. I plan on staying that way. I don't think he'll message me. He would have already. I have not heard from the Egypt. Well, he gave me a thumbs up. That after all that, he's probably pissed off that I left. He was so mad. He probably thinks that I'm not serious. Like, no, I'm not serious. Hi, Jinx. Knock on wood. I don't like saying that because it jinxes, but no, I wouldn't. I'm gonna order workout clothes and shoes. The dress I bought, the white dress, oh my god, it's Nico. Hold on a minute. I'm so... All right.
See how fast that rise and fall? So when she goes high, she goes high. And when the bottom falls out, she goes low. There is no middle ground. I believe she lives on fantasy and her emotions. And let me tell you something, Chantal. This isn't hate. This is actually really sad to watch. Because I don't care what way you see this, how you see this. If you see it the way we're seeing it, I really don't care. But to watch the trend and watch a beautiful woman self-destruct is always really sad to watch. This isn't making any kind of mockery. This is putting all the pieces together. So maybe we already know that you acknowledge that you go crazy. I mean, you acknowledge it at least 5, 6 times in all these relationships and why they fail. The problem is you don't change anything. You don't go get the help, the proper medication.
He's stringing me along. Definitely stringing me.
But you strung along Pete, you strung along BB. So that's why I said Nadder is your karma. Because it was okay for you to do that to many men and hurt them. And when you got it back from Nadder, you get to feel what Pete's felt, what BB felt. They just don't run around and have tantrums. They heal and they just chalk it up as love lost. Where you go into full wrath with Nadder, instead of it being love lost with Nadder, you need to learn what happened and never repeat it. The stalking, the insecurity, the demanding they give you answers for every feeling you have, that is not healthy or normal. I'm just saying.
He messaged me and he's like, "Hi, how are you? Don't think it will be possible tonight. I'm so sorry." So I just messaged him and I'm like, "Okay, I'm like, thanks for letting me know at least." And then I said, what did I say? Something.
Yeah, you're going to make something up. You probably told him to F off.
Like, I mean, I said, "I just want to know, am I wasting my time? Because if you really want."
See? She went right to, what? We're not going to have a relationship? What? What does that mean? So he just said, I'm busy. I can't see you. You should have stopped it right there. Okay, have a wonderful time. I'm helping you.
To see me, I feel like
you go right into insecure. What's his problem? I need to know. And you still wouldn't fix it if he did tell you what the problem was. Just like when Nadder said, you're a stalker. You're act crazy. You double down. You destroy people's lives who try to tell you how they feel. Bye, Dame.
Like you would, right? So he hasn't answered me yet, but we'll see.
She's not going to get past it. Do you see how she goes right to this mode? She only wants to feel the high, people. She can't handle the lows.
Anyway, block him. Why VAF?
And this is why she counts on her Beezers. They're able to give her the energy she needs when she needs it. And let me tell you what, when she rages and rants, she wants the audience's energy. It's to make her feel better. And she'll keep ranting because it's getting old. It's getting harder and harder to make her feel better. Or there's less and less people that care anymore. Yeah, she's a vampirist. It's all about energy with her. Every single move she makes, every word that comes out of her mouth is make me feel good, make me feel better, make me happy.
Anyway, I've been there like twice.
Now, this is when she'd been to Nadder's twice.
He lives alone.
And the title was, I Have a Boyfriend.
He thought I just wanted to come over for sex. He said, well, I thought you wanted that. And I was like, no.
Because she met him on Tinder. And he said, I thought you just wanted to hook up.
I wanted to just come over. So it's like, why am I doing this? Like, why do I want to, like, boyfriend somebody? Like, I feel like I just want, like, affection and attention, and I'm gonna be careful. I'm not rushing into anything.
Yeah, that's part of her wrath, especially with Dee Dee. In her mind, Dee Dee stole her man. If Dee Dee didn't exist, she would still have Nadder. But that's not true. Nadder ran to Dee Dee. You can't lose what was never yours.
I know it sounds like I'm being, like, super, like, girlfriend-y or whatever. But you know what? Who cares? Like, why can't I have, like, this boyfriend?
And this is how she works it out in her head. What she wants is what she's going to get. And then it gets really weird. Sorry. She tries to convince people, but it's called manipulation.
And just come home. Like, I don't want it to be like, we didn't do coke. He's like, I never do that. Like, I feel so comfortable. I feel so comfortable with him. Like, he doesn't mind my body.
Boom. When was the last time she said that? When was the last time she said that? When she was 16 and the French man who was like 40, that was love to her. They accepted all of her. And Nadder definitely did that.
He's like, he knows too. He's like, you're self-conscious of your body, aren't you? Because when I asked you for pictures, I was like nude pictures. And I'm just like, well, yeah, I am. I am. Hi, Dax. Hi, everybody. No, Nick never messaged me. He doesn't have a girlfriend. This woman is crazy. It's not his girlfriend.
Now, there's another story in there that I don't think you guys even know about. It's a man named Christian. She was 17 and he was in his 20s and had a pregnant girlfriend. Did you hear that story? Yeah. And she knew about the pregnant girlfriend. So, I'm just saying, all the girlfriends of the guys she wants are crazy, right? Like Dee Dee. Yeah, the Christian thing was bad.
Oh, God. Anyway, so I don't even know why I get on here and talk about this stuff.
Because people are trying to get you to open your eyes, jump out of your little fantasy land, and see that they were trying to actually help you with Nadder. They really were. But you didn't want to hear it. People tried the whole way through. Your Beezers, your people that you trauma dump on, you come on to suck their energy, to exhaust them. They were actually trying to help you with Nadder. They'd already seen the pattern. They already watched what you went through with Tony, Frank, Nicholas, and BB and Pete. And they were really trying to help you this time. But did you listen to any of them? No. So that tells me that you just use them when you need energy or you need attention. It's kind of like when Pete was having really dark thoughts and he was really scared and you stayed at Nadder's and then you went on the internet and said, why do I have to take care of a grown man? But then when you came home crying from Nadder's, who sat in your room and gave you emotional support? Pete's. Yeah. Poor Pete's.
I don't know. You just like, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, and there's no excuse. There's no daddy issues. I have a feeling it was mommy who gave her to grandma that started the problems. I do not believe for 1 second it had anything to do with the dad. Period. I think it had to do with mom.
On the TV circle. You guys are crazy. He's nothing like that. You don't even know him, so shut up. Anyway. I don't know him 100%, no, but you have to get to know people, you know? Like, I'm gonna be careful. I'm not the same
Oh boy.
as I used to be.
See right there, she said it. I'm going to be careful. I'm not going to be the same as I used to be. Nadder, you had no idea what wrath meant, did you? Almost landed you back in prison.
Like, I spent like 2 whole nights, like, just straight, like, staying up with him and, like, talking and, you know?
Possibly vert femme. Yeah, vert femme.
So, I don't know him, but I know him better than you guys because I spent 2 whole nights with him. And you didn't at all.
See? She's already getting defensive because people are trying to snap her into normalcy and reality. But she don't want to hear it. She spent 2 nights with him. That's it. Locked in. Locked in.
What do you want me to do? What sense? I mean, what am I doing?
It doesn't matter. You can ask these people all day what you want. You want them, whatever. What they want you to do. You won't take anyone's advice because you are driven by endorphins and adrenaline.
Wrong.
Like mania.
You know, like this guy, I'm choosing like to spend my time with like one person, you know, he lives alone. Like, I think I'm gonna take the whole weekend just to myself and like not see him. See if I can, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna spend the whole weekend to myself and just,
She's already self-aware. She is self-aware that she can be a stalker and be obsessed. She's aware of it. The problem is, just like with her eating, as soon as she tells herself, I'm not going to do that anymore, she sabotages herself immediately and feels the low, just the low that comes with the words or the thoughts. In my opinion.
You know? Where's my alarm? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna bring my TV so we can watch movies because, like, he doesn't even have a TV. Like, I think he just, like, works all day. Yeah, I'm gonna spend the whole weekend to myself.
Yeah, you can tell she's shifty-eyeing.
You know,
she don't trust herself.
Your TV. I'm gonna bring my TV over. I don't know.
She already start moving her shit in. She did that with BB too when she was living with Pete. And she was still with Pete, but started seeing BB on the side. And she started bringing pillows over to BB's. She started moving herself in. That's how she claims, like makes them think in their mind when they walk around their own private home and her things are laying around. She already works on the psyche right away by bringing in items and making them a part. It's almost like invading. You know how you have a garage sale? People start touching your stuff and you feel weird about it? Right. That's exactly it. She wants them to get used to her stuff and her being in their home. Then she ended up moving in with BB. Yeah.
I don't want a committed relationship. Thanks, Ika.
Now remember, this is before Nadder knew she had a YouTube channel. He had no clue until the first time she filmed him doing card tricks. Because everybody knew of him as the Egyptian guy and then Dom. Because he's dominant. And she knew that. And then she let him know she had a YouTube channel. And he said, keep our private life private and don't put me on camera. What did she do? She put half his face on camera. Don't tell Foodie what to do. She's always wanted to fall in love and have a couples channel. That's really a fantasy in her brain, and she will not quit until she gets it. And see, now Nadder, Dee Dee's living that life. Is she not? They live together and they have a couples channel. You don't think that still doesn't haunt her into some creepy way? She'd go over there. She would drive 2 hours to peek in his windows when he was living with Dee Dee.
He's really nice. He's actually like, do you want some wine? Do you want...
So this is how she described Nadder. Do you want me to cook you something? Do you want some wine? Right? And he gives her the attention she's just craved from any man.
Like, he's very attentive. Like, do you want me to cook for you? You know, treat my place like your place. You know, if I say I want to go home, like, why do you want to go home? Because I like my house. Like, I want, doesn't want me to ever leave.
No, it's because he wanted to cook you healthy food and walk with you. The reason you would leave is because when you were satisfied with whatever you got out of Nadder, then started the food addiction. And you were hiding your food addiction. That's why you left. You went through 2-3 drive-thrus on the way home.
Leave. I know it's only 2 days, and I know I'm acting like a fucking wife already. I know that. And I'm
So she's aware.
mostly joking with you guys, but I don't...
No, you're not. Whenever you would say you were joking, you were telling some truths.
think anyone can take the joke.
You just didn't want to know that you didn't want people to figure out that you were that crazy girlfriend.
So, there's that.
This is when she had, not been doing lives that long.
I just wanted to update you. I'm not going to leave you guys, obviously. I'm just going to go there today. And then when he goes to bed, I'll go home.
See?
I am joking. I mean,
Right? Is she joking? No.
I thought it'd be funny.
Yeah, she did lose like 70 pounds when she was with Nadder. It showed. It showed. It was crazy.
But
You'll start seeing the difference.
yes, he has citizenship. Yes, he does.
No, he has residency.
It's not long.
And you want to know why her Beezers asked her that? Because every guy she met was a foreigner on Tinder. And most of them were looking for citizenship. That's why somebody asked her. She loved to have that control. Right?
No, I don't love the guy. I mean, I met him twice. I like spending time with him.
You're going to take your TV over there, your clothes, your CPAP. You start leaving things there so you can go back and get them. You did that with BB. It took you forever to get your stuff out of his house.
I don't know.
She picks her ear, smells it, and eats it.
Oh yeah, I said him, like, if you saw my house, you would flip out. Because he's so clean. He doesn't like that. We're not going to be compatible relationship. I don't want to have a relationship with him. I just want to have somebody, one person to... Yeah.
She never finishes that sentence. One person to what?
What? What are you talking about? Anyway, he probably doesn't care about me. It's been like 2 days. Like, how can he care about me?
Why does this go through your brain? You just have fun with people. It's supposed to be a natural thing, not you pressuring people and getting all stalky and weird. I wish you understood that. Life is a dance. It's not about control. It is not about dominating somebody.
You know, I don't think you can. So, I didn't fall for Nicholas. I started to like him, yeah, in 15 minutes, I guess.
15 minutes. Wow.
But I am very mindful of the fact, like, I was thinking about that in bed before I fell asleep. I was like, this is how it started with BB. Like, I started...
BB actually fell in love with you. But he was too boring for you after a while, so you moved on.
I lived with Pete, and then I would, like... When I broke up with Pete, before I moved out, I would go and hang out with...
I don't think you were broke up with Pete.
BB at his house. And what I did was I would bring over like stuff, like my pillows,
Told you.
pillows and stuff that would make it more comfortable for me. You know what I mean?
No, it would make it feel like this is the way she is. She's wearing a hijab and an abaya in Kuwait, so she feels like she fits in. That's exactly what she does. She changes character to feel like she fits in. Because for some reason, she doesn't feel like she fits in this world. Am I correct, Chantal? And people have to validate your feelings so you can stay at a calm pace for a bit.
Anya, what else is new? Anyway, this is how it started with BB. You know, if I'm getting good attention from a guy, I like to, like, not spoil them, but, well, yeah, I like to spoil my mate. Like,
give them money. Give them money.
food.
Another mode of control. Look what I did for you. Now you're my property. I believe she still thinks of Nadder as property for all the money she gave him and all the things she bought him. Yeah, her and Pete were engaged. If I'm not mistaken, did she not get pregnant by Pete's?
Food and love and whatever else, I don't know, attention. And... Okay, Joe, goodbye.
Karate Joe, he was sick of her shit. But we end up finding out things about him, I guess.
Take care.
If you don't agree with her and you're sick of her shit, she don't care. Goodbye.
So,
we're still on the fence of whether Pete's is transitioning. I don't know.
anyways,
It's not because Pete refuses to get a job. She made him quit his job with promises that they would have a YouTube career together. And Pete went into a deep depression when she started seeing Nadder and all these men and left him in the dust when it came to the YouTube career. So he became very depressed at a very scary level of depression. He actually was having a pretty good life until she wanted to leave BB and talked him into getting a place with her. And then, yeah, he was actually living a pretty good life. And now I don't even know what to say.
yeah, so I'm gonna go over there, have dinner. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe I'll get wine, like a nice bottle of wine. No, that's not how I treat my friends. That's how my friends treat me, apparently. Like, you know, what do you want me to say? He doesn't support what I'm doing. He's flipping out over everything I do. So, fine, then just bye. I mean, what do you...
Isn't that interesting? You flip out, wow, on everything Nadder did, Nadder said. We'll get there.
To say, you know, like, I'm not gonna not live my life just because people approve or don't approve of it. Like, that's just not who I am. That's not gonna happen.
We know, because the addiction, any of your addictions are stronger than you are. It's going to be a very lonely existence if you can't get it under control.
Like, I'm allowed happiness. I'm allowed to, like, I'm allowed love. Everything, you know? So, like, there's no whatever. If you're gonna flip out and be like that, then fine. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Because you really don't give a fuck. That's the face. You're either here and you approve of everything I do and say, or you're out.
You know? So, goodbye then. I mean,
Well, even Bella, even though Alice said that Solano knows everything about her. He's seen her channels. He knows everything about her, right? He's looking for Canadian citizenship. As soon as but the problem is she started falling in love with him. And that became obvious. And that's where the problems begin.
you know, people come and go in your life. I really don't. I've never had a true friend who's ever just like, well, you're like so judgmental. Like it's never happened. So, and yeah, I mean it's the internet. So, but anyways,
That's to control the rest of the crowd. Look what I just did to Karate Joe, and we were like, same with the Holy Trinity. You know what I mean? Like, you're all replaceable is pretty much the message. If you're gonna tell me about myself, then I'm gonna show you the door. And I'm not talking about telling you about it yourself and just being an asshole. I'm talking about what you're doing is self-destructive. What you're doing, you got to get control over this, or you're gonna find somebody that you really love, and then it's gonna all go to shit, which is exactly what happened with Nadder.
I'm not doing something bad, Jesse. Like, okay, I'm just gonna like unmod people who are just like.
That was a mod.
Honestly, like, seriously. We voice concern, but don't judge. I don't know. I just feel like, whatever. Anyway, yeah, if you guys want to mass unsubscribe, go for it.
She said that at least 100 times.
I'm like, I met somebody and I'm happy. Like, I don't know. You're not gonna ruin my happiness. I'm sick of people nagging, and if you want to be unmodded, if you want to leave, go right the fuck ahead. Like I said, honestly. I mean, I don't kiss people's ass. I don't beg people to stay. You don't have to like what I'm doing. I don't know why you're still here if you don't like it. Like I said, like so many people have already unsubscribed. Go ahead. I'm not going to do things just because people don't approve of it. Like it's just not going to happen.
Exactly. So then don't come on here crying when it all blows up just because you want people's energy. Treat them like an audience. Don't have them do dirty shit for you behind the scenes when you have wrath so your hands are clean. Take your own advice. If you don't like what other people are saying on their own channels, then don't watch. Because they're going to do what they want.
When I'm not doing anything wrong. Like,
no, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just hurting yourself and others.
Give me a break. Like, you know, I should draw a picture of him. That's a fun idea. No, because if you ever saw that, he'd be like, what?
She did end up drawing a picture of Nadder, and then people were able to actually find out who he was from the picture. That's crazy.
Live from his house or he's alive.
Well, the problem was she said what city she was in, and then she drew a picture of him, and all people had to do was look. Oh, and that's right. When he called, everybody seen his name on her phone, so that's how it all worked out. They connected the dots.
Maybe someday. Maybe someday. And yes, I like that he didn't ask me what I do for a living, because I've been with dudes who just like always want money. Like I was with a guy.
But that's because you flex it.
He was like, oh, I don't know, wanted like a sugar mama or something. Fuck, I hate that.
Yeah, the shaving of her head that night was an adrenaline rush. It was like freeing herself. But the most important part, it was like eating a whole chocolate cake. Because she fantasized about it long enough that when she actually did it, it created an adrenaline rush, in my opinion.
Hi, Nessa. That's like the biggest turnoff for me now. I know I've learned through those bad experiences, I don't want a man who can't support himself or can't even afford flowers or a bottle of wine for me. Like, I don't mean to, I'm not like shaming somebody who's just bad. Like if you're just have bad, okay. Oh my God, he's beating so hardcore today. If you're just somebody who's like down on your luck or whatever and can't find a job, it's different. But Eric, no, I don't have a boyfriend. I'm doing boyfriend things, you know.
Yeah, she's definitely in love with reliving that 16-year-old fantasy that came to life with the Frenchman, the older Frenchman. That was when it basically opened Pandora's box. For real. Okay, so now you get an idea of how she obsessively thinks about somebody she's spending time with or meets, right? So, hold on. Let me go over to this one. Wow. This was very... Oh my God. Crazy, if you ask me. Mr. No Madness. Wearing out the carpet to the kitchen. That makes me laugh every time. Okay, let me find it. Oh my God. Oh my God, I just can't with the crazy. Where did it go? It was just here. Oh. All right, hold on. I have to go back to Knock Knock's channel. It's easier to do it that way. There it is. Oh, this is crazy to me. All right, let me put on mute so I can get through the... Okay. Here we go. Okay, this one on Knock Knock's channel is the stalker side of everything. You'll see. Oh my God.
Melissa Cook.
This is when she would change accounts because he had her blocked. So she went in under Melissa Cook and said, hey, it's me, Chantal. Blah, blah, blah.
Her picture, it changed recently.
Again.
Groove.
One-sided conversation.
One side.
And this was all the messages she sent, and he never answered one of them. Like crazy.
Now she's gonna say 8 Montreal again.
Oh, hear what I said? This is the new ones.
Chantal said Starbucks, and now she meal with boxes.
I gotta go tell everyone about my new phone number.
Oh, you got a new phone number?
She got a new phone and phone number to call Nadder from.
I forgot to tell everybody.
I guess I just did.
I still have my old phone number for WhatsApp. I should update that, huh?
Okay, so we'll move on from this. Right here is where it gets weird. Now, this was May 18th, 2021.
Sad. Thanks, Tracy. Hi, Tanya. Thanks, Tiffany. I'm a psycho. Basic. I'm psychotic.
Like, I'm crazy when I catch feelings for somebody.
She just said it. Now watch the crazy unleash. I mean, acknowledgement's half the battle, right? Watch this shit.
And
It's like watching a horror movie, is it not? Right, Willie? It is like watching a horror movie, and the music didn't help, knock knock.
can't. So what happened? Like,
Now she's talking about Nadder. I think they've been together 14 days or something.
I don't know if I'm
Hi, Tammy.
overacting or if I'm being like, I just feel basically, I'm trying to think of how to say it. I know because of how I'm affected by, like, I don't want to get hurt, and I just feel like I know I shouldn't be in a relationship or committed with somebody.
Period. End that right there. Don't even get in your head and then try to justify why you keep reaching out to these guys on Tinder and Plenty of Fish so that you can be crazy. Right there. You should not be in a relationship with anyone until you get yourself fixed.
And
Especially when you admit you know you're crazy. Her words, not mine.
I know, like, I need to, like, basically, I had plans with him today. Kind of, like I made plans with him, like...
You made plans with him. You, keep that in mind. She made plans with him. She didn't want to go a day without seeing him.
Over, and then he called me, like, around 4 or something. Oh, one of my really good friends is coming down from, like, Montreal, and he's staying at his cousin's for 3 days, and, you know, he wants to take me out. We want to go out, like, I want to see him. So I'm just like, okay, what about me? And I feel selfish. It's not just that, it's just like, it sounds like an excuse to me.
She's already decided he's lying. There's an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Do you see how she's playing this? She's creating some fantasy that's not real. His cousins came, and he wanted to spend 3 days with his family, his cousins. Well, what about me? So now she's at home in her own head, and away we go.
Sounds like an excuse, you know, like it's COVID. And, are you guys there? Is this working? I don't want to have to start over and re-explain it. Somebody say something! Okay, there we go. And so I was like, well, I have to go to, you know, like, do you want me to come over later? He's like, well, I should be home later tonight.
Yeah, that's in this video, Camby. That's in this video. Oh, yeah. We're going full bunny boiler. Okay? We're going full Glenn Close.
And I'm just like, okay. But then, like, I told him I have to go to BB's because I had to, like, pick something up and drop something off at BB's. Hi, Trevonda. Hi, Chris.
So she told him, because he was going to spend time with his cousins, right? What did she say to him? Oh, well, I got to go over to BB's anyway. She was trying to create an element of jealousy, right? And that's the worst thing you can do, is play games in a relationship like that. Make the person you care about feel some sort of way, like you're trying to make them jealous. Like, that right there creates mistrust. So I'm going to guess that didn't sit well.
Joe, I'm just talking about stuff.
But she does that stuff all the time. Look at her over there in Kuwait with Salah.
So then...
Oh, yeah, and then she went to Cuba. Renee. Then she, Motorcycle Man, Big Turk, Mr. Coffee. She's been pulling this stunt on Nadder forever.
You know, I'm like, I want him to like have fun with his friends or whatever, but it's just like, I don't know.
No, you
It's
don't.
just the vibe was weird. So then I was like, okay. And then, like, I've pretty much been seeing him like every single day for like the past 3 weeks or whatever. Like, I've seen him every single day, pretty
3 weeks. Dear God. Like 48 hours, she married Salah, allegedly. What in the hell?
much since I met him. He made plans with me, but it's like, at the same time, like, he probably never sees his friend, you know? It's probably like a surprise. But then now...
But now that I've been playing it in my head and I've got all into myself...
Like, I said I'm going to BB's, and then it was like...
You should have never said that. That's shitty. Oh, well, I'm going to go over to my ex-boyfriend's while you're visiting your cousins. Isn't that a game people play? That's sick.
So he called me, like, probably jealous. And
No, Farida, she's not in jail. She's still running around the internet. She's been on Instagram. I hear she's calling people anti-Muslims. I don't even know what she's doing. She created some attention for herself with the LGBTQT. I'm not, I don't support them. She's just trying to, I don't know, trying to absorb people's energy on the internet. So let's just continue on.
And then I was just like, and then like, he's like, oh, hold on, they're calling me on the line, and then I'll call you back. He never called me back.
Oh,
I was
no.
at like 6. He was supposed to be picked up at 6 with his friends.
So why did you start calling him if he was going to be with friends and family? Why? And he didn't answer.
He never called me back to confirm anything. I've texted
Why would he have to confirm anything? He told you what he was doing. Grow up.
him over and over. I've called him like 20 times.
Okay.
Doesn't answer his phone, doesn't answer his text messages, so I just lost it. And I'm like, you know what? That's fine. I'm done. I'm like, you can't even respect me enough.
She did that with Nadder, too. She would text him, and if he didn't respond, she'd say she was done. That's what she would do. She's always testing these people. People are individuals. They don't owe you any explanation of jack shit.
To think of me, like, you're not thinking of me if you're not thinking of me to call me back.
Wow. Yeah, I'd have threw my phone in the lake, right? It gets worse.
What could be the reason you can't even answer your phone
It gets worse.
in front of your friend to be like, either you don't want him to know about me, either you're full of shit and you're a fucking liar and you're not with him, or, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm just gonna pick up my stuff, let me know when you're free.
Oh, God, how many times did she go over there and pick up her stuff? Can we even talk about... If you're new here, this is how the crazy started, right? And it still hasn't ended 2 years later. I'm telling you, he is her property. She has staked him as her property.
And that, for me, even if it's not true, like...
You're like, how can Pete put up with this when she did the same thing to Pete's? Because in my mind, here's what I think, in my mind, he's waiting for everything to blow up and he's the last option. If you ask me, he's holding out. Sick shit. That's why I said they deserve each other.
He's not lying to me. The fact that I'm this emotional over something like that is so, like...
Psycho.
So the last thing I wanted in my life right now, you know? Like...
The problem is you can't handle a grown-up relationship because you turn it into a teenage bunch of bullshit. My feelings are hurt. Do you love me? Are you going to love me forever? Do you love me today? Will you love me tomorrow? Hey, isn't that a Meatloaf song? I need to get out my microphone and do a whole new rendition of End of the Day. Because End of the Day, you're looking like you're cray-cray.
Should just just walk in his house.
Absolutely, Pete's still in love with her. Want to know why? Because no man will put up with her shit, and he knows it, and he's willing to put up with all the crazy for the rest of his life. He don't care how long it takes. He was just so happy she wanted to live with him, and God only knows what they have done behind closed doors. Pay attention, people.
He's trolling me. He's a big troll.
He's not a troll. Just because you live in the fantasy world of YouTube, he doesn't. He lives a normal grown man's life. Why would you think he's a troll? He's a grown man. Wow.
Would you not be upset?
No.
And I was like really there for him through a lot. Like we talked about a lot of stuff.
Here we go. Here we fucking go. This is where he becomes her property. Anything she did for him definitely has a payday. A day when you need to return the favor. And if you don't, sorry about your luck, Nadder. Holy shit.
You think I overreacted him?
Now this is when people try to tell her about, calm down, knock this off. They're saying you overreacted. Okay. They're helping her.
Being disrespectful.
He was being disrespectful.
I spent every single day with him. I feel like he doesn't really want it, like...
You either be part of her psychosis or show yourself to the door, Beezers.
Want to see me as much as I want to see him. Exactly, it takes 5 seconds. The only thing is, like, if he doesn't see his phone or something. But that's bullshit, I hate when they don't text back. It takes 2 seconds. Fuck. Hi, Abby. Thanks, Amanda. I just want to cry. Like, I just want to be with him right now. Like, so bad. And I hate that. Like, I hate that.
Obsession.
I hate it. I'm like nuts. I'm actually nuts right now.
She said it, not me.
Yeah, Sarah Jane, I do. I feel like it. I don't know. He's like, I'm not a cheater. I've never cheated. He said he never, ever, ever cheated in his life.
Oh, so, well, as long as he don't cheat, right, princess?
Believe that?
Did you tell him you've cheated every relationship you ever been in? You should have let him know that.
I don't know.
And she still didn't believe him.
Anyway.
Cheaters never do.
I can't have this bullshit in my life right now.
That means she can't handle her own emotions. Right here. Nadder needs to fix it so she can calm down. Just like food fixes it when she can't calm down. Just like gummies. THC gummies fix it when she can't calm down. See where the problem lies? She cannot regulate her emotions. So there you go. She goes into cyclical thinking, right? In my opinion. She'll keep thinking, everything's fine. No, it's not. Why doesn't he want to see me? He doesn't love me. He's cheating on me with somebody else.
It just hurts. I'm just so... I don't even know. People make time for who they want. Exactly. Yeah, we talked about we're supposed to be exclusive.
No, that's in your mind.
No.
Yeah, you think? Who was it? I didn't have my glasses on. Cheryl, yeah.
I should have never done this. He's like all
Reminds you of Fatal Attraction, don't it?
I think about now. Like it's all I think about.
It gets worse. It's all I can think about now. It's all I can think about now. It gets worse.
Oh. Hi, Elise. I think he was bothered I went to BB's, but he's really good friends with his ex. So I can't be friends with mine, but you can be friends with yours.
Really? Really? You use that. You use that for him to chase you and say, never mind, I'd rather be with you. Doesn't work that way with real grown men. That's a teenage tactic.
Why am I doing this to myself right now? Hi, purple glitter. Yeah, I think I deserve respect. If I'm that important to you and you're trying to make something with me.
So it's disrespectful to go hang out with your friends as a grown-up? You were dating how many days? What the fuck?
Can't even, let me...
This is where I got creeped out. I really got creeped out on this video.
What's going on after you blow me off, after we had plans?
Look at her getting mad.
You don't think he's cheating?
I feel like I'm watching a scary movie.
Oh, Ulysses. Boy trouble. I don't know why I'm venting all this. He probably would really hate that. Well, too fucking bad. Maybe you should have called me then.
See, this is when it started, where he said to keep our relationship private off your YouTube channel. And she started right out. Too fucking bad. You should have called me then. I'm telling you.
I really fell hard for him. I know. I guess I did. That's why I'm sad.
Control is her currency. And she uses currency to control people. And she can't calm herself down. She doesn't know how to self-soothe. She left her marijuana at his house. I'm guessing on purpose.
He mentioned his friend before, BB's. You think he's trying to make me worry? I can't play. I can't.
This is where the Beezers troll her. Right? Do you think he's trying to make you worry? Do you think he's playing a game with you? Like getting in her head like that instead of telling her to knock it off?
I can't have games like that.
See, now she's thinking what they did was they fed into her fear of him cheating on her, leaving her. You know, people that cheat usually have a guilty conscience and accuse others of cheating.
That's what it's kind of like with him, like games.
And trust me, eventually they will, because they're being accused of it all the time, so they pretty much go, fuck it.
Why? I so fucking told myself, never, that's not gonna happen. You guys remember that? Oh, I'm not gonna catch feelings for anybody. Oh, I hate myself right now. Here I am, in my fucking sheep pillow, crying to you guys.
There's a llama.
About somebody.
Don't you dare say it was a sheep or a goat. It's a llama.
Only known for 3 weeks. And somebody that no, Jessica, I haven't even talked to him. That's the thing. Yeah.
I have seen the Canadian Horror Story, yes. I'm more into the obsession part of it right now. Not all the bad behavior she did, because all that was just wrath and anger, right? Anger will lead you straight to hell. Chantal, read Psalms if you're over there professing that you're converting and you're going to listen to God. Well, look under wrath in the Bible, please.
I won't, Cat Queen. I broke it off in a text message.
All three of them are trash, you guys. There is no sides here. Dee and Nadder need her as much as she needs them. She is literally the electricity that got those two together, and she's the electricity that will keep them together. Period. When she comes home, we're going right back. But the problem is Foodie wants him all to herself. And it's never going to happen. Her wrath is at Dee. She wants Dee out of the picture. She wants to be sitting on the squeaky, stupid sounding leather pleather couch while Nadder feeds her ice cream and Dee nowhere around. Dee don't care if Chantal's around. She likes having her around. It's the electricity between the two of them. They're swingers. No one is better than the other. And I keep telling Chantal, quit making them look better than you. Stop it. Get a hold of yourself. Walk away. Damn, girl.
But I don't know. If you had a good explanation, maybe. I don't know. Oh, God.
Foodie can't share. She can't share Nadder. She can't share Salah with his friends and his dad. She can't share anybody. She can't share a YouTube channel with Pete. She can't share shit. She's that girl. She's jealous of other women, if they're thin, if they're smart, if they make any sense, if they make more money than her. I mean, my God, the list goes on. She is as troubled as they get. Of course he's poking her. He's poking her because he wants her to contact them as soon as she gets home. That's why they've all amped this up. They're creating that tension, that sexual excitement. That's exactly what they're doing. These people don't live like we do. This is a literal shit show, and we're here for it.
I hate that feeling where you just want to be with somebody like, oh, every minute of every day, and everything else you don't care about.
Oh, God, I wish people would turn their ringers off when they're on the frickin' internet. God, look how happy she got. Now look how depressed she gets again. She couldn't answer it.
I have no idea. It didn't show up anything.
It was people, I think in my opinion, this is how dumb she is about technology. I believe it was somebody that was watching her, trying to call her through FaceTime just to mess with her. I believe people were messing with her because you will see her getting more amped up, thinking that it might have been him, but there's no caller ID. It's just ringing. I think it was ringing through her Facebook. Had she looked at her Facebook instead of her caller ID, she would have realized it was coming through her Facebook. And it could have been coming through even as a private call, anonymous, right? I mean, even I'm smarter than that. So it was just amping her up. But I think it was somebody in the audience trying to amp her up. And the truth is about Nadder and Dee is they're no better than her. And that's for real. Nadder would have never, even if she would have been on her best behavior and not act all crazy, obsessed, and stalkerish, I believe in my mind, eventually he would have made her, like he does with Dee, introduce strangers into the bed. I do believe that. I really, really do. Nadder's her true love. In her mind, that was the realest love she's had in 30 years. Absolutely. Ever since the French guy. Nadder made her feel like that 16-year-old girl again. Which I'm guessing was probably the happiest time in her life. I don't know.
Shut up. No. I swear. I didn't see it. My phone was ringing. No, listen.
Yeah, Sandy and Angie used to be her friends. Listen, the list is as long as my arm. If you could see how many turnovers she's had in loyal people and in Beezers, every time they try to help her, she turns on them. And if it's at the right time in the right moment, like you think you're trying to help her, but it's at the wrong time. She's one of those people, kind of like Katie said before. Don't tell me don't, like, okay, when people try to tell Katie, you're this, you're that, if you could only do this, you would be, do this. Instantly, she knows that puts a blocker in her brain, and you can't approach her that way. Chantel's the same way. Do not approach her at the wrong time, even if it is for the right reasons. Do not approach her. That will get you blocked and out of her life fast, because as soon as they feel that thing in their brain, that person hates you. That person's the devil. Don't listen to them. Shut up, right? You're gone. That's what happened to her friend, Shannon. That's what happened with FFG. I honestly believe she could have been friends with FFG, but FFG reached out at the wrong time to give her the right information.
My phone was ringing. My phone was ringing. And then I was like, I don't know, it didn't...
Nadder kind of has a Frenchy accent. And then you got you got Siobhan, abracadabra, don't say that, I'm French. No, Nadder is not good at French at all. No. I would say out of all these people that live in the French Canadian area, I would say that Dee Dee has the most French accent out of all of them. She loves the chaos and back and forth. She can't be in a peaceful, normal relationship. Well, here's the problem. This has been going on since she was a teenager. She knows no other way to love but obsessively. And obviously, instantly. But this gets worse. Let's try to get through this.
Sure, who was it? Wouldn't let me answer it. It was like a glitch. It was a ghost.
So right now she thinks it was him. And he'll call back. Right? But somebody was definitely trolling her.
I've only not talked to him for like 2.5 hours. Give it some time and he'll feel more calm about everything. I guess so, Victoria.
So Victoria tells her, give it some time so you can calm down about everything. But it gets way worse.
I think it's just because I was really looking forward to seeing him today. And it's like, well, what right do I have to hog him every single friggin' moment of the day? Like, I have my own life too. I have things to do.
And you should get up and do them. Get your mind off of it so you don't turn into the crazy person that you turn into in the next hour.
You know, I should be doing them.
Yes, get up. Do the laundry. Make dinner. Clean the kitchen. Do what grown-ups do. They don't lay in bed and hug their fuzzy llama and obsess over a boy. God.
A missing person report. To me, there's just no excuse why.
And she got right back into her own head. There is no excuse why he's not answering my calls while he's out with his friends he hasn't seen in a while.
You can't even call me. Or can't even... I don't know if that was him, Becky Bees. It was like a glitch call. There was like no name that showed up. I couldn't answer it. So...
Yes, developmentally delayed at 16. Pandora's box was opened at age 16. She is chasing a lust and a high and a fantasy for, 20 years now.
I just hate myself that I let myself get invested like this. Like, I don't want to get hurt. And I get hurt so fast because I feel like I overreact.
There's a lot of men out there that say this saying. It's actually disgusting, but I can see it. They said you haven't had sex till you've had sex with a crazy person. I've actually heard people say that, and I'm like, what? What does that even mean? I'm thinking it has a lot to do with obsession, intensity, rage, all kinds of weird shit, right? I'm like, oh my God. But then, when you can't get rid of the crazy, send the crazy home, well, then you get what you deserve, men. You get what you deserve.
Yeah, Robert, it's just respect for somebody that you apparently care about. You know, like you apparently like so much, and then you can't even like. I don't know if it's like different for like. I don't know. I don't get it. Just let me know what's going on. You said you're gonna call me back. You never call me back. I hate that shit. Like so bad. I hate that. I can't deal with that. I can't.
Oh man.
Yeah, exactly, Elise. I feel like an option. I was like an option today. You know?
Look at them Beezers. You see what they're doing? Remember when she drove over and did the CPAP rescue? It's because they kept going, let's go get the CPAP. Come on, girl. They got in her head.
Oh.
They weren't helpful.
Bros before hoes. Well, don't they say that? Oh my God. I just feel like I invested so much time in this person already. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, she said it's been 2 hours, right? It's just Jess.
I can't deal with this. I can't. I can't.
Yeah, even in the movie Fatal Attraction, right? It was supposed to be an affair or whatever, and it was so intense and crazy. And then when it was over, he found out that the crazy never ended there, right? Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Run.
I have so many insecurities right now.
Well, why don't you work those out? Just work them out.
I don't trust anybody.
Ooh, that doesn't help. Especially when you're trying to get somebody to be loyal to you. Oh boy, that's gonna be problematic, isn't it?
It's true, it's only been 3 weeks. I've only known this person. I feel like I've known him for like a year. It's so fucked. It just went so fast. Now I'm just gonna have nothing. Just focus back on myself.
Oh, she don't like to do that. That's problematic. I think she looks for all kinds of distractions from herself and her issues. Absolutely.
How do you go back to just having affection and awesome makeout sessions every single day to just nothing?
Oh my God, it's been 2.5 hours.
Just nothing. Oh my God. Oh my God. I honestly am so mad. I'm so mad right now. Emotional.
Yes, the Beezers stirred the pot for their entertainment. And that isn't funny. That isn't funny when you feed someone's, if you help them through it and say, listen, you're just doing that insecure thing that some people do when they meet someone and they don't want to lose them and they want to see where it's going to go. This is what you do, sis. You don't do this crazy shit. This is what you do. No, they didn't do that. But then again, she put their private stuff on the internet, made herself look crazy on her own channel, and you think that's appealing to a man that now knows you have a YouTube channel? That's the dumbest thing she could have done.
Messed up.
Well, when she's in these moods or mad, she demands the energy from her audience, just like she does from men. their attention, their energy. She wants to steal your energy. So that some of them figured out what she does and then they fed into it and made it worse. Because it was their entertainment.
So hard right now.
Yeah, this is cyclical thinking. Where you can't just go, okay, that's just a crazy thought. Moving on. They can't do that. That's emotional regularity, and she can't regulate her emotions. Yeah, trolling at its finest. Oh, it gets
I
worse.
feel like if he called me, I would be so happy. That's so... Why am I depending on that? Oh.
See, she's trying to work it out in her head. Why am I depending on this guy calling me? She's trying to work it out in her head.
Don't be like this.
Now, people are telling her in the chat, don't be like this.
Don't be like this. It's just... so annoying.
Now, was she looking for someone to help her in this moment, do you think? Or do you think that she was looking for people to validate what she was feeling?
Oh, Annie, my heart is broken. I'm just mad that I caught feelings. Don't depend on him for your happiness. No, it just says, it doesn't say who called me. And there was like 14 calls. I called him 14 times in a row.
14 times in a row she called his phone.
I know, I'm crazy. Oh. That was a glitch call. It fucked with my mind.
I knew it. I told you that. When that phone call came through, she thought that was it. And then when it didn't call back again, now watch, pay attention. Somebody's going to do it again.
I was like, oh.
Now, this is like watching a scary movie. So if you guys get triggered by psychological thrillers, you may not enjoy this. I don't enjoy watching a woman go through this stuff and sabotage her own life. I really don't. I'm hoping that she will see this and see that there's some people that support her that are they're validating her behavior, and other people see it for what it really is and totally want her to see it. And that's what I'm attempting to do. Yeah, I've heard that, Carlotta. I heard this is a learned behavior from a parent. I've learned that. I've heard that. But the thing is you can be raised by an abusive parent and end up being the best person on earth because you refuse to repeat bad behavior. You refuse to repeat behavior that hurt you as a child, right? Instead of repeating it, you will recognize it and you will make sure you fix that and be way better than that person. Because who wants to live a life of misery? Nobody. And she's almost 40 now. She can't blame anything on her family anymore. She cannot trauma dump from her childhood. She has to rise above and be the best version of herself. You only get one life. One life. And if you self-sabotage your own life and people are watching you for entertainment, that's sick. And that, I don't even know how that's okay. I'd be like, oh my God, what a shit show. I need to fix this.
Okay, I gotta go. I gotta get away.
Yeah. Siabian. Siabian? My mother is a true sociopath. I turned out okay. Exactly. You don't want to repeat what hurt you as a child, what made you feel less than as a child, what made you be insecure as a child. You want to go find your security. You want to, say, you know what? I love who I am. You can't bring me down. Nobody. It's just words. But when she's down, she's looking for those words to validate everything. That's what's got to stop. You got to break the cycle. Right, Charlie's granny?
See? I told you I'm pathetic. I told you. I'm so pathetic. I'm so annoying and smitten and in love, and I hate myself.
There are many people. Yes, that have broke the cycle. Yep. Yep. For sure. And that's why it's easy to recognize. A repetitive cycle that takes you nowhere but back to depressed. So, let's help her out. Shivan. Okay.
I hate myself. You
It's never too late, Cook. It's like it's never too late to go to school. It's never too late to lose weight and become healthy. It's never too late till you're on your deathbed, period.
addicted to a certain kind of pain.
Listen, she's fallen in love in 10 minutes, Oceana. If they smell just a certain way, they look at her a certain way, they touch her cheek, she's in love with Sala right now. And I think the big letdown was New Year's Eve. In this video, this was Nadder. She'd been seeing him for 21 days. He went to spend time with his friends and some family members, and it's been 2.5 hours, and she's called him over 12 times when he already told her he had plans. So it gets worse.
It's not even his penis. I don't care. I just like laying there and kissing. I don't even give a shit if I get laid or not. Don't. Just like the conversation and the kissing. I know, I was keeping it to myself, Annie. But you know me.
Had to go live. Should have kept it to yourself. You should have kept it to yourself or did a live and played around with makeup or just hung out like girlfriends with your chat and not demanded these people's energy because you couldn't get out of your own damn head.
I can't keep anything to myself.
Nope.
I'm sad because I'm in love, Samantha, and I can't do anything about it. I shouldn't be in love. I should honestly, I should just go back to being completely alone
because the way you treat love. It's a possession. It's a property. It's not a human being to you. It's somebody that fulfills your needs, whether you fulfill theirs or not, doesn't matter. And one way to fulfill your partner's needs is give them their individuality, their independence, and trust them. You can't bully people into trusting you or liking you, period.
I was focusing more on myself. No, I think I focused more on myself when I started looking for prospects. Which is like, you know. Hi, Donna.
No, she wants somebody codependent on her. She wanted Nadder to just stay home, lay in bed all day with her. Everyone she's with, she wants them to lay around all day. And there's people that actually go out and do physical activities and have fun. And they like to go to clubs. They like to go dancing. They like to do this, that. Just because she don't, she can't just make people lay around and be lazy. They don't want to. Remember how mad she got when she made plans with Nadder to go walking on a park? And then she didn't want to, so she blew him off? See, it's okay for her. She wants them codependent on her, like pizzas. That's why I said they belong together.
I haven't talked to him in 2.5 hours. And I'm acting like this.
Yeah. Hadn't even been a half hour. You've been acting like this for a whole half hour already.
It's just the point. Yeah, I can go for walks and travel and find somebody who will call me back right away. Right?
Yeah, that'd be Pete. He'd answer every phone call. Or S-Jam.
Just holding me back. It is time consuming. You're right. Yeah, I know, but it still hurts that I have to realize this. I want to puke. You think he'll call Chris?
See, Chris said, oh, he'll call. Then she smiled. Good.
Ain't even official. We were kind of official. I mean, we did have that talk, so.
I doubt it. Based on Nadder, they weren't official until Toronto, months later. Yeah, because Nadder is a grown-up. He has to get to know you. He has to see if this is a thing. Good God.
Why would he do it out of nowhere? That's what I'm wondering.
Here's the Beezers. Poking her.
He could at least call or even text. I know. And he has time to think of an excuse, too. He's supposedly out with a friend and his cousins.
He's supposedly out with a friend and his cousins. She's already convinced herself he's not.
Which means he can't message me or let me know. It's just like the first time he's acted like this. So I'm just like, I don't know how to make it. You know?
And this is probably the first time you've acted like this. And he's watching you on the YouTubes going, holy shit.
It takes seconds. I know. And I always answer his messages and phone calls. It is a red flag. I just don't understand it, you know? Like, I feel like I've just been like... Was it all just lies? You know?
Well, Sammy, she's still pretty creepy when it comes to Nadder and Dee Dee. She's still pretty creepy. She was saying things, you wait till I get off that plane. And they haven't been together in over a year.
That's what I don't know. Am I overreacting? Or... like... I know he's just supposed to be a hookup. That's the thing. Your feelings are valid, but the before call... overreacting. I'm mad. No, Raquel, because everything is closed, right? Everything has been closed. I don't want to go out, like, on a... like, we did, like, really romantic things.
Yeah, and if you would have not done this, this was your first sign of crazy, right? If you would have not done this and called him repetitively and text him nonstop while he was with his friends and family, right? If he could have left his phone at home, he could have left it in his friend's car. Who gives a shit? You didn't have that right. You weren't married to him. You weren't his wife. Still, I wouldn't act like that. My husband never answers my phone calls. You think I go nuts? No, I just continue shopping. I don't care. But anyway, my point is, if you were able to deal with yourself instead of being distracted by people, you probably would have had Nadder. Because he actually wanted to rent a place, a cabin. He wanted to live together. With Toronto, like, you didn't have to get all weird and buy yourself a damn engagement ring and weird shit.
It's so manipulative. Try not to think negative. You think I'm overreacting, Annie, for real?
Yes.
Exactly, Raquel. You can go out with friends. Yeah, you're right. Maybe, Angie. I hope. But that's why I'm angry. Not just at what, like, it's also just at myself, like, at my reactions. You know, I promised myself.
Well, yeah, I don't care because I'm secure. And you think I've been this way my whole life? You don't think there was a life before I met my husband? It took a lot of work. Took a lot of work for what I'd been through. I went through a lot. Don't think that, I mean, from childhood all the way until 2 years before I met this man. And I wouldn't even be with this man if I wouldn't have went and fixed the issues of the hell I'd been through. That's why I seem to know a little thing about it. I'm not reading books and then transferring it to Chantal here. I just didn't act crazy. I was defeated. Big difference. She wants to control the situation.
Well, I wouldn't get like this. I'm overreacting.
Yeah, she can't offer a friendship because she has too many needs. She has to be the center of attention. I'm gonna guess at every family event. I mean, we know these people. Yes. Well, she feels entitled because she's insecure. So if she can control the situation, like she rolls in Thanksgiving, family's all there, gathered. She rolls in a hijab and an abaya. Who becomes the center of attention? Chantal, right? She's on the Tinder. She pretends like she's looking for like an escort kind of night, right? Even with pay, we've heard, with Motorcycle Man. That's control. She's not a victim. She is an abuser, psychologically, emotionally, and she will never be happy until she gets control of herself.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Kelly, I got past those issues. I finally just decided, you know what? I'm never gonna be that. You like me now, you love me now, you like me now, you like me now. What if I do this? What if I just forget about everything I am and who I am and who I want to be? Why don't you just tell me what I should do and who I should be? And then there won't be a problem anymore. That goes from childhood all the way up. And then came a day where I said, fuck everyone. And I've stuck to it for quite a while. My husband loves that about me. Plus, he never, ever tries to squash it. That's what he respects most about me.
Okay.
Who'da thunk?
Just see what he says, yeah.
Yeah, life's a beach. Amen. Living your best life, aren't you? That's right. I have no idea truth is freedom. All I know is she started paying men to control them. And that's why Nadder's property to her, because she gave him the most. And he pretended to love her the most. So look at that evil collide. Holy shit. That's why I said, if shit don't get figured out before she gets home, shit's about to amp up. Trust that. Someone could get hurt.
I'm crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm actually crazy.
We know you're crazy. You're showing it. Stop it.
To act this way. My jealousy trigger. I don't want time apart. I guess that's my problem. I just don't want to be hurt. So I'm looking for signals that, you know.
Sorry about that, Amy Mans.
I'm just looking for signs, like red flags that, are you lying to me? This sounds like an excuse. You just don't want to hang out with me. You don't want to be with me. I'm just so insecure. How could I be in a relationship when I'm this insecure? I can't.
Well, you can't take it out on Nadder. That's right. It's an inside job. If you're insecure, fix that shit. Go get freaking weight loss surgery, whatever it is that makes you insecure. Because I'm pretty sure if you were size 5 with your, your finger and your forefinger and your thumb, righteous, symbol there. We still don't get that. But when she's the most righteous is when she does that. Because she going to let you know. I'm pretty sure if you're about a size 5 or a size 3 at 5'1", right? You would be a force to be reckoned with. You wouldn't be insecure. So we already know where your insecurities lie. If you would only admit it and fix it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what's going to happen when she has no money to manipulate people? Whoa. Yeah, the righteous pinky. That's when you know she's not acting. When she pulls out the pinky and the forefinger and the thumb.
I left all my weed there too, and now I can't get it. Because I thought I was going back there.
So now she's already thinking, you see her? Well, I left my weed there. I don't have any weed at home. How am I going to calm down? My weed's over there. Oh, this is when shit never does well with her. Well, my CPAP's over there and I need my CPAP. Why do you think she always left something that she felt she couldn't live without? You guessed it. So she had an excuse to go back. Yeah, you see the plotting face.
I mean, I'm not worried about him smoking it or anything. Like, every time I leave something there, it's still there. But
Well, and that's my fear, and I think that's why I'm doing this right now before she gets home, right? The way she's going, she's going to lose everything, and that's very common with someone with this personality. They lose everything. And then they're a victim, of course. I mean, duh. I was hoping for her to come back and ignore Nadder and Dee Dee and have a much better life and shove it in their face that she can do everything she needs to do to be the best version of herself. This could be what we call rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? Stop with the lies and the games because of the insecurities. Just be the most secure person you could ever be. I even said, just spit out the truth. Who gives a shit what people think? Because your lies are worse. Worse than the truth.
I feel the same way about deserving happiness. Yeah. I just don't feel like I deserve it. Like, I don't deserve his attention or affection as much as... I don't know, I'm so weird. I'm just like... I don't care. I don't feel like this about any other dudes. Oh, no, I did feel like that about Nicholas, didn't I? I'm so... Oh my god. If I like a guy, anyway. I did sift through a ton of Tinder shit and bullshit. Go by his house and wait. No, that's so creepy. Ready, set, ease.
Well, if you've noticed, she's gone from probably since Pete's. She has gone from one guy to the next. She's never taken that break for herself. Even when she had a break between relationships, she continued seeing people on Tinder. All the time. It's all she ever talked about. She always needs to be distracted from herself, which is why she's never dealt with her issues since Pete's in high school. All she's done was distract to the next person. Well, now she's going on 40. It can't continue. You know how silly you'll look at 60 doing this? She'll never grow old with somebody. That's why she keeps Pete's around her. Because regardless, she knows she can grow old with Pete's.
No, Joe.
Could you imagine if Pete's found somebody and moved out? Like a grown-up? It'll never happen because he's sitting there waiting to be the last choice, right? Because I'm sure she was his first, right? They had something deeper than anyone else. But I just feel like he's waiting to be the last choice when they get old. I mean, really.
Stop downplaying your feelings. You think he's home? I don't think he's home. Should I go check?
Oh my God. I don't think he's home. Should I go check? Sammy, she just did that to get back at Pete and cause a stir on the internet so everybody can give her attention when she hits that live button again. She don't care what people think. She cares what people think, but she'd rather be relevant. Good, bad, or ugly attention. She wants the attention. She don't care if it's good or bad. She only allows members only to chat. And if you want to say something to her, you got to give her money in a super chat, and then she'll block you anyway. So there you go. She don't care if it's bad attention. She's used to it. As long as she gets her paycheck. That's the greed in her. Because that's what keeps her superior to the men, and especially Nadder. Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
He doesn't have a roommate. Percy Hippie, don't do hookups. They always treat you like trash. Thanks, Percy Hippie. This wasn't a hookup.
You said, yeah, you did say 10 minutes ago it was supposed to just be a hookup. It was Tinder. So that you don't look crazier than you're already acting, you're pretending like you asked for a relationship. No, your Tinder said not looking for a relationship, and you did that on purpose. Because if you put yourself out there that you want a relationship, nobody would contact you on Tinder, because Tinder's for hookups. See, it didn't go so well on Plenty of Fish, right? So you had to go to Tinder and pretend you wanted hookups.
Well, at first it was.
Make up your mind. Don't gaslight your audience.
Take us on a drive-by. Yeah, let's just dox his house. Yeah. Like, where could he be? He might be at his cousin's. Bees roll? Ride your bike past his house? I don't have a bike. Play Mario Kart. That's what we did in high school. I did that too with my friends. Can we drive by his house? Or can we go by his house? Can we go by his house? I just want to lay here for the next week, depressed, feeling sorry for myself.
That's your favorite thing to do. By the way, that's why you accuse others of fat shaming. When you constantly talk about food, your fupa, everything. You accuse us of fat shaming when you're literally dumping on us. Yeah, I know what you're doing. I think she learned how to feel sorry for herself as a young child. Of course, any child would that got dumped off at grandma's by their mother, so their mother could do whatever. I don't really care. I think her mother was a teenager when she was born. Whatever. I'm just saying, when you fool around, right? Play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. So when you have a kid and you don't make them your number one priority, and then what? 11 years later, you have a child and you get to start over again? Well, how is this one supposed to feel? How is this one supposed to feel? She just wants unconditional love, and there's no such thing.
I had to go live or just lay here with my thoughts. Why couldn't I message a friend? I don't know. Bush costumes? You guys are like my friends. Is he avoiding you? I don't know. I told Pete.
No, Chantel was not the stupid prize. Getting pregnant was. So if the mother knew that she wasn't going to raise her own daughter, right? Wouldn't it have been better to do adoption than hand it over to the grandma and a constant reminder that your mom didn't want you? What, don't you think adoption would have been a better option?
What's going on?
Because it's kind of in your face. You know what I mean? Like, your mom's there, but she's not really there. She'd have been better off. She probably would have been raised better.
Complaining about my man problems to him. You know? My ex-boyfriend, like... Oh... Even though it was like 14 years ago or whatever. 8 years ago, sorry. It must have been love, but it's over now. I want a fucking edible so I can calm down.
Yeah, and I'm sure, you know, a teenager, if it's true that her mom was a teenager when she was born, which I think is the truth, whether she spent most of her time at her grandma's or not, that really don't matter. A lot of people did. You know, when you got a teenage mom, you do want grandma to kind of take over because at least she's the adult in the house. The problem is kids sense a feeling of not being wanted when 11 years later, right? 11 years later, they have another child and they're mature enough to actually be a mom to that child. Sometimes this child internalizes as they weren't loved when it's not the truth. The mother was too immature. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm getting at. Grandma was the mature one if mom was a teenager. So it was good to do that, but not if you have another child 11 years later and this one is raised by the mom or the other one's raised by the mom. You see how they can mess with the kid's head, especially if you don't say anything. If you make them go through life thinking, I don't know. I mean, something did this. Something did this to her. This insecure, never feels loved kind of shit, that has to come from nurture. Yeah, like, mom didn't want me, she wanted you. I mean, we know siblings argue and fight, but we've heard some stories of how she treated her sister. True or not, Chantel has said multiple times her mom got pregnant on purpose at 15 and had her at 16. Yeah, I thought she was a teen. Yeah. And then probably couldn't handle it, so grandma raised her, but it can confuse a kid. Kids always blame themselves for everything. She's had so many chances and endless resources to get help. I know. That is something, isn't it? Unless you get real comfortable in being a victim and being insecure and depressed, like it becomes who you are and you would kind of feel weird changing everything. Some people don't like change regardless. Oh. Yikes, Amanda. Yeah, you should never trap a man. Doesn't work out in your favor.
I think he thinks like I'm gonna like sleep with
There are men that actually trap women too, doing that shit. When they know a woman's got one foot out the door, then all of a sudden she ends up pregnant, right? Yeah, it works both ways.
Like, you talk to your ex more than I do. And
So now she's gonna slander him a little bit. Oh, well, you talk to your, and this is through the guilt she feels, because she said, well, I'm going to go over to my ex's house and get some stuff. She did that so he wouldn't go with his friends. So now, got a little bit of guilt, but he talks to his ex more than I do. We see her doing that with her audience. When she's done something wrong, she'll compare it to everyone else in the world that did something wrong. And it's worse than what she did, always. She hates women because she hates her mom? Could be. That's some shit that's got to get figured out. Yep.
I went to BB's. Like, every time I go to BB's, it just confirms, like, well, we're never going to sleep together. It's just...
Yeah, but Nadder doesn't know that. Nadder doesn't know that. You say you're going to go to your ex, and why'd you say that? Why would you want to make a man feel any other way than, hey, I can trust this girl. She's really into me. And then you went in, as soon as he said he was going to go do something with his family, you went right in with well, I'm going to go to my ex's house and get some stuff. Nobody does that unless they're running a game.
It's just not there, you know, the feeling. So he really doesn't have to worry about that.
Casey's watching. You knew what you did, and you did it on purpose. You know that hurts men when you do that, right? It's shitty. Like when you're sitting over there in Kuwait telling everybody you're married to Salah, but you keep talking about Nadder. And when you were with Nadder, you kept talking about Bibi. Is this what you do? You triangulate? It's like a female spider spinning a web, catching everything she can, eating the shit she don't like, and saving the ones she does. That's some creepy shit.
I don't think any of that are open, spinster. I did leave all my weed there. Yep. Order some to your door. Prissy hippie. I think it's all closed by now. You think he'll text me in a bit? And you think I'm gonna be happy? He probably knows I'm gonna be pissed. Was the spat that serious? He's not messaging me back or calling me.
Oh, no.
So that is a big red flag for me. I mean,
Yeah, because he must be having a good time without you, and you don't know how to have a good time unless somebody makes you do something, right? You and Pete both. You got another person in the house. You guys could be playing Mario Kart. You guys could be having fun together, right? As a best friend. No, you're both sitting in your own rooms, depressed. You guys literally bring each other down, by the way.
I hate that feeling because anytime a guy has ever done that to me, they've ghosted me or been an asshole. Or
Ooh, you know what they call that? That means when you have garbage from old relationships that you have not gotten past or gotten over, you will bring them into the next relationship and possibly, just possibly, you'll accuse them of the crimes of others.
with cheating or something.
Yeah, that's the other thing she does. When she does wrong and gets caught, she exploits the people she's hurt with their stories and humiliates them for the world to be entertained. Definitely the trait of an NPD. They will slander, and if one person even believes them, then they have mission accomplished.
So, if you can't even take 2 seconds to let me know what's going on or to call me,
He owes you nothing.
respect for me, and then I hate myself on top of that for feeling this way.
That's an inside problem.
Am I just being super fucking jealous and like
Ah, you almost said controlling. Yes, you are.
possessive or exactly, Cat Queen? That's my thought. I would have no problem with him hanging out with people if he just messaged me.
Really? Because you've laid on your llama for 2.5 fucking hours and haven't shut up about it, haven't gotten out of the bed, haven't done a damn thing but bellyache over him hanging out with his friends. But you'd have no problem with it. Okay.
And let me know what's going on. It makes
Probably explains why him and Dee Dee started having a relationship together. You already accused him of it.
me feel like you're hiding something, like you're lying to me. Yeah, and emotionally drained. Yeah. And I'm stuck here. No weed. On my llama. Brokenhearted. You guys are making me feel better.
That's all she wanted. Your energy, people.
Yeah, Canadian Timbit. And that's the thing. I'm always there. Like, when I go into a relationship, like, other than when I had my moments with the cheating and everything, but, like, other than that, like, I go all in, you know? Like, I do anything for you.
And then what made you cheat on the people then? If you went all in, what made you cheat on them? These men that were in love with you, thought they were going to marry you, live a life with you. What made you cheat on them? That's what you should start with. What made you hurt them, but nobody can hurt you? That's where I'm confused, Chantal. Yeah, definitely BB was miserable with her trying to force him on YouTube.
What if his phone died? Oh, then I'll feel pretty stupid. What could be the reason other than...
What could be the reason his phone died? Don't you dare make me think of some different scenario other than that I need to go check.
If that's the reason, Amy Flowers, you shouldn't ever leave your weed there. I'd order more weed and forget the rest. Or go over there and see if he's really there and get your stuff and go.
Here they go. They're trying to get her to get in the car and go over there.
Amy Flowers, I'm honestly tempted to go over there, right?
Good job. Good job, audience. All for your entertainment. Messing with a woman's head. Good job.
Now. But
supporters.
Be like, is there a girl there? Ah. His phone calls are going through. Yeah, right to, like, it'll ring 5 times and then go to voicemail.
Yeah, when she was with BB, she had just started, YouTube. When she was with Pete's worked full-time. He had a full-time job, he had a car. Didn't he have a car? Or did he take public transportation? I can't remember. All I know is the stories, right? But we seen the BB arc. She had just started YouTube. She wasn't really making any money. He worked his ass off, right? She quit her job to do the YouTube, or after she got let go from her job, she got some, a little bit of unemployment, and so she started YouTube. But she wasn't making much money. And I think the YouTube's destroyed her. But it sounds like she's always been this way, so I guess it just exposed her. I don't know. Pete's doesn't drive now, but did he in the past? Did he ever drive to work back then?
Guarantee it's not dead. We will ride with you over. Don't go. Don't go? You don't think so? Maybe he has the squirts. Take us with you, Shadow Band.
You think he did drive at some stage? Yeah, I don't know. I know he said that he doesn't drive because he doesn't want to. Pete's never drove. Okay. And that makes sense, especially if he has Asperger's, because they get very quick to anger. And I've seen Asperger person on the road, and it's road rage. It's insanity how frustrated they get because they can't. They're out of their element. So it would make sense. In high school, he drove her home. Yeah, he did when she got drunk. I remember him saying that. And he would take her home. Yeah. I thought he did at some point. He was an anxious driver. Yes. Very, very typical with Asperger's. Very typical. They quick to anger on the road.
It's not dead, right? Exactly. Or maybe he's with his, I don't know. I'm so, like, the possibilities, that's the problem with when you don't call me back.
No, what the problem is your brain. Your thoughts. Your visions. Your lack of trust. That's the problem. If you could only realize it's no one else's fault. It's how you react to everything in life. That's what's got to be fixed, Chantal. It's that simple. If you went in and you didn't manipulate a therapist and said, hey, I'm a hot mess. Here's why I don't trust people. Here's why I alienate all friends and family. This is why I play games. This is why I try to control people so I can get them before they get me first, right? If you could be honest with a therapist, you could be through this, living a great life. You'd even get through your food addiction.
All
Boom.
the possibilities, you know? Oh, no, there's no curfew, Brooke. Then you went to say, sorry, can we get back together? No. Amy Flowers, do it. You deserve so much better. Drive by, see if he's home.
People are like, go drive by his home. Take us with you. Go drive by his home. Remember what? Everybody's like, get in the car. Go get your CPAP. Right? That's your supporters. They feed in, and then they make you do things that you shouldn't do. Makes you look crazy.
I should go get my stuff.
Here we go. Here we fucking go. I'm eating these. I love
that
these.
Crazy. Like if you were a guy and you saw this.
The CPAP is now in the witness protection program, right? In Kuwait.
Would you not run for the hills? How am I supposed to ever have a normal relationship? How? I can't.
Well, somebody said this is what her Beezer's done to get that police report filed on Nadder. They talked her into it for hours. I seen that. And the sad part is that she's just looking for allies, people to validate the crazy thoughts she has. And if you could see through that, then you would try to help her instead of encourage it. But I've been trying to say this for a long time.
Dot, we will go with you. He has your stuff, man. Thanks, guys. I mean, it's dangerous for me to, like, show you guys where he lives.
Hi, Victoria.
I have to, like, block you guys. It's not like I want to, like, I'm not afraid for my stuff. I trust him. He's not an ass.
If he's not an ass, then get out of bed and do your things around the house and have fun.
Hippie, welcome. Very important Beezers. I mean, he's not a bad guy, and he's never done anything to make me, like, not trust him or...
Wow. You hear that, people?
Feel not loved or important, other than right now. You know? He doesn't, you know, I always leave my shit there. Why do I do that? I don't know.
We know.
Yeah, I said, no, what I said in the text message, exactly verbatim, was sounding like a psycho. I'm like, you know what? It's okay, I'm done, because...
You need to hear Willie, April, all right.
You can't even take the time to message me back or call me. That's disrespect. So let me know when you're free and I'll come get my stuff.
You don't get to define disrespect. And then you told him it's over because he didn't answer your 12th or 100th text or 12th phone call. He's probably going, oh, thank God. I mean, this woman's nuts, right? He's even said it. That you act crazy.
Yeah, I've told him. He asked me. Meet the right guy, he will love all of you. Yeah, because he's like, do you like me or do you love me? And I do. I don't know. I think I have some love for him. And we've already said I love you a couple times, but like...
Then you should have trusted him.
We can't love each other this soon, but we could be falling in love with each other. What do you think? He said he was. You could be that girl and just keep calling. I called like 20 times.
That's what came up on the knock knock.
Hi, Noodles. I need to go to the bathroom, okay? So don't hold that thought. I'm gonna put you on mute for your own... I have poo-poos in the bedroom.
Yeah, you definitely can't love somebody if you don't trust them. That is not an option. And then the moment they prove they're untrustworthy, that's when you unlove them. Don't fall into their bullshit of excuses. You just walk away. And that's the truth. Nothing has changed but her head covering. She even said when she was in Kuwait that she can't run from herself. And I tried to tell her that before she even went. Fix your problems before you go over there. Go over there a confident woman who's converted to Islam. Go over there and be the beautiful Muslim woman. Don't take yourself over there when you have done no work to fix yourself. You can't run from yourself. She didn't listen.
Hi. Carla, homo. She's never reached short just because she left a bath bomb there. Stalker behavior. I laugh a lot more than that, but yeah, no. I'm not going over there. I'm not gonna go over. Unless he doesn't call me back, then I really want to get my stuff. I guess I'll just have to show up at some point. I feel better. Not mentally. And my heart hurts. If he seriously said he's in love with you, I'd show up. He did. That's why I called him 80 times.
Yeah, and when she said he did, later he showed us, he gave her a thumbs up when she said she loved him.
You sure you feel that way? You're treating me like shit right now.
The cycle repeats itself. Wash, rinse, repeat. No, I don't think she believes that people like us are stupid, that see through all this and they know what's going on. She doesn't like exposure because then she has to look at it and it makes her angry because her comfort is being this person. That's her comfort. She just wants to be able to act the way she wants to act, and you have to fold like a lawn chair and just do what she wants, like Pete has always done. Pete has given up everything for her, and where did it get him? Nowhere. It just fed her energy at the time. He's a lump of potatoes in that room.
I feel like such a loser. Oh, I can't Mario Kart right now. Nothing is fun.
Well, some of the people paying her, they love this behavior and they actually push her to do crazy shit on the internet. We've seen them do it. So some support her, some, some of them are just like, no, you're fine. And then some are like, go over to his house, look in his windows. You know what I mean? Feed the monster, right? There's feeders in her loyalty group that want to watch her do gluttony. I mean, it is sick, but it's the internet.
Nothing matters. Left his phone at home. Go over. Slushy. I want ice cream. No, I don't.
I feel like she has obsessive compulsive disorder more than anything. I don't feel like maybe she doesn't have any borderline personality disorders. I think she has obsessive compulsive disorder, and it has taken over every aspect of her life. She just gives into it because she doesn't want to feel things. That's it. She doesn't want to feel bad. She always wants to feel good. But then after the instant gratification, she's back to feeling bad.
Hold my poodle. He's with his friends. I hope that's true, Trevonda. I hope that's true.
I don't blame you, April. I would have gave up too. There's no way I would ever pay to be a member in her chat. No, thank you. Nope.
And why can't he just message me? He said he would call me back. He didn't. Maybe he meant after he's done.
Christy, eating is also an endorphin releaser for her. When she's depressed, sad, or happy, she'll eat. She'll eat. When something's bothering her, she'll eat. Could be something simple, too. You know what I mean? She can't find her phone charger. I need a drive-through, right?
He can communicate, yeah. His phone might be on silent. I don't know. It could be anything, right? It's just also that I'm feeling this way. Like, this is a personal red sign from me that I'm letting myself get too out of hand.
Yep. Now, if you could only figure out how to calm yourself and not let those cycling thoughts continue to amp you up, you would be doing really good.
You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't let myself get this way. Like, I'm crazy right now.
No, I think she even said she does the wheelchairs because it stops her emotions from taking over. Yeah, it calms her down. This all has to do with her emotions. I mean, she lives by her emotions. Her emotions dictate her day. It's not that her day dictates her emotions. You know, usually normal people, right? They live their life, they get up, and they're just beelining. I gotta go pee, gotta get coffee. She lays in bed and thinks of things because she's so used to her emotions dictating her life. If she's happy, which is obviously very short-lived, she sabotages it. She has learned to be down on herself. It's bizarre. It's bizarre, but she learned it young. It's like like at 16, she delayed. Yeah, she delayed. Something happened. 15, 16 years old, something happened. I don't know what it was, but she's been running it ever since. Yeah, and OCD brains do that too. Because if they don't, lock or unlock a door 5 or 6 times, right? They'll get really anxious until they do it. And I see that in her, the food eating and the lusting after men. It's like it's an anxiety if she's alone. It's an anxiety. She goes live all the time, so she's not alone. It's bizarre. It's like that baby that never learns to self-soothe in the crib. You know what I mean? Like, you got to let them cry in the crib. You can't run in there every time they whimper, because then you're the one that soothes that instead of them crying it out and going to sleep and figuring it out. Angel looked last like, I hate being alone. I don't. Don't bother me none at all. Not at all. I'm alone most of the time. I don't have any family near me or friends. None of that shit. So, I don't know. But I was kind of that way even in high school. I didn't need a boyfriend. In fact, they just got on my fucking nerves. Because I got hurt once. My first boyfriend, my first love, he was just a cheating asshole. And so that did it for me. I didn't believe anything people said. I just like, screw you. I got shit to do in life. You know what I mean?
Like, who acts this way? I'm that crazy girlfriend. God. He should run away. He should run away while he still can. He's playing the skin flute? What? I'm thinking the worst. Exactly. I know.
Did you hear the chat? They're trying to make her think that he's screwing around with somebody else right now. Got her all worked up again. Thank you, $5 on the super chat from April. My parents passed away when I was 19. I had to grow up fast and raise my 12-year-old brother. You remind me a lot of myself, Shelly. Yeah, and I mean, I had that role when I was young, probably too young. I had to take care of my sister because my mom worked all the time, and I had to get my sister home, and I had to get my sister to school. And yeah, I learned responsibility really, really fast. Did I like it? No. But now I'm a nurturer. When I see people that need like help mentally or physically, if I can help you, I'll help you. If I can't, well, I can't. But at least I'll try. But I don't absorb your energy, and I sure as hell won't take on your bullshit. Like, you're not going to reach out to me in private and dump your shit on me and just to get my energy. You know what I mean? I don't do that either, because I learned a long time ago. You will attract those people if you don't have a wall or some sort of boundary. If you want to be my friend, don't trauma dump on me. If you start trauma dumping on me, that means you're using me to fix your fucking problems, and then we're done. It won't even happen. I fell into that trap so many times. I've been hurt so bad by so many people, and it'll never happen again. I've learned.
He's with his friends smoking my weed.
Somebody goes, him and his friends are over there smoking your weed.
Oh, I want some so bad right now.
Well, that's the thing. I don't care to help Chantal. If helping her means I can show her where it all went wrong, cool. But I ain't reaching out to her, right? I'm not going to go over there and pat her ass and give her some dopamine. You know what I'm saying? No. This is an inside job for her to do. And I've learned that a long time ago. You can't fix people who don't want to fix themselves. So why would you even waste your time and energy? And then they'll just spit in your face or shit on you, right? Or slander you behind your back, right? And you gave them all your love. And then because you quit, then they're going to go and slander you? Really? No, that won't happen anymore either. So I've learned. I care enough to say, here it is in front of you. The whole world can see it but you. And some people are trolling you to get you to act out on the internet. And some people genuinely care about you. They just don't know when to offer the advice and when not to. If you're in a bad mood and someone tries to offer you advice, you're going to block them. We know your type. So I'm just saying, watch it for what it is, Chantal, or don't. I don't really give a shit.
I think you should check yourself and calm down.
There you go. That's a good supporter.
All right, I'll trust you guys. You say it's going to be okay?
Yep, it's going to be okay.
You think he's trying to punish me for seeing BB? This is why he probably doesn't want this relationship to be public if I do it.
Yeah, you were not supposed to be putting your relationship public. He even told you that. But here you are.
I can't help it.
This is where it all started going downhill. How many times did he forgive you for going live and talking about your private relationship? I'm going to say 3 times that I know of for sure.
Come live with my fiance and I until you find a guy of your own. Why would I leave? I always leave my shit there. I don't know. Usually because I just like sneak out. Sometimes. When he's sleeping. Because he wants me to sneak out when he sleeps. He wants me to lay there with him till he falls asleep.
Yeah, she did say he gets mad when she sneaks out. I think she sneaks out to feed her food addiction. To go through the drive-thrus and go home where she's comfortable having food issues. She wasn't comfortable having food issues at his house.
Sleep and then sneak out.
But if she'd have been honest about it, I'm pretty sure that he would have understood. Yeah, she snuck out to eat and go live. Yes, we've seen it many times.
Like in the morning or whatever, you know?
Anyway, she rolls on to do this forever. Watch this. Look at it. Just laid in that bed. Now, guess what she's doing? She gonna get up.
Until I find out what's going on. Will you? Let me freshen up.
I would hope that would include a shower. But no.
I'm just getting another shirt here. Which one do I want to wear?
Get in the shower.
Give me a minute. I'm putting you in the dryer.
Yes, this was before filters.
All right. I'll put you in the dryer. Hi, sweetheart. Hold on, guys.
Yes, I remember when she was at that motel and she snuck out to go to the gas station and get a bunch of junk food and hot dogs.
Stop being a bitch. Okay? We don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need your bullshit.
See, her anxiety got so high that this is gonna give her like an adrenaline rush to go over there.
Tomfoolery.
It's kind of like the locking of the door 3 to 4 to 5 times, and that will relieve the anxiety, right? And you can't go to sleep unless you do it. There's some people that drive away from the house and they can't remember if they shut off the iron or the stove, and it'll drive them so crazy they'll turn around, go back home, and they did shut it off. Like, the anxiety takes over your ability to say, wait a minute, did I shut that off? Yeah, I shut it off. You know what I mean? You doubt yourself. So she's been doing a lot of doubting of herself, which has increased her anxiety in the bed, right? One would think if you've got obsessive personality. So now she's decided in her mind she's driving over there. Now we're going to get a little bit of an adrenaline rush.
Hold on, guys. Let's go see what he's doing. Go drive by. Are you kidding? You know how many people are messaging him right now? She's going to go stalk you.
Those were her SCX bruises, by the way. Hugh Mad Bro said, I check my door lock 4 to 5 times. That's OCD. Right? Yeah.
That's the problem.
I seen the dumpster diving for the Rolos, too. She would do the Bath and Body Works ones, too. Her and Pete's. She'd drag him along because BB wouldn't go.
I'm not.
Whatever you say. A stalker is making unwanted phone calls repeatedly. That was you. Sending unsolicited or unwanted letters or emails while you were doing texts. Follow or spying on a current or former partner. Showing up at places without a legitimate reason. Waiting at places for a current or former partner. Leaving unwanted items. Persistently posting informative or spreading rumors about a current or former partner on the internet in a public place or by word of mouth. I think you are. Just convince yourself that you're not.
You sent me a message? Okay. I know you want to send me, like, some stuff, eh? Like edible?
People can't send you edibles in the mail. That is a federal crime. It is federally illegal, idiot. Who says that on the internet?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna look super bruised up because
I'm on blood thinners and we have rough sex. We know.
I bruise very easily being on blood thinners.
This would have been a perfect time to say that he beat you up, wouldn't it have?
And also, I did lose weight because this shirt comes past my belly now.
Yes.
And it didn't. I think it does anyway. It's looser. I like wearing strapless bra. Broke up over a text. I was just angry.
Yeah, if Nadder's watching this, this was a pattern. And quit poking her when she gets home, or this is going to get really ugly. Unless your goal is to have her start stalking you and making your life insane. If that's your goal, well, carry on. We're here for it.
Put some lipstick on.
Because she will double down, Nadder.
Look at my arm. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want you to see me like this.
It's too bad you didn't stop yourself. Right there was a clarity moment. That would have been perfect. You said, you know what? I'm going to wash my face and I'm going to watch a movie. Screw this. You just had a moment of clarity. She knows she's like this. That's why she didn't want the internet to see her like this. She's well aware. Hi, BBJ. Hello, kitty kitty.
It's not from him. Like, no one's hurting me. I promise.
Well, her Kia is not at the airport. It's at home. She flew into Montreal. 2 hours from home. She takes a bus. And I don't know if it's by design because Nadder and Dee Dee live 10 minutes from the Montreal airport. She lives in Ottawa. Her car's at home.
My eyebrows need to be darker, don't they? There's like something wrong with my face. Who's calling me?
There's somebody trolling her again. Remember what I was telling you? I'm gonna mute that because it's really loud. Somebody
It
was.
doesn't tell me who it is.
They were trolling her again, getting her
I
excited.
don't know who it is. I can't answer it.
It's your chat.
It rings, but it doesn't show as anyone calling. So, I need to pencil in my eyebrows. I don't want to call back if it wasn't him and add like a 15th call to the list.
Yeah, I know they offered to Uber her to them. Yep. I told you, she is the electricity between the two of them. That's how they met. This thing's been going on for almost 2 years. And Nadder and Dee Dee have a pretty boring relationship without Chantal, and they know it.
Sweetie. Should I call? What I'm gonna do?
So now she goes and digs around and finds a second phone that she owns with a phone number on it. And she's going to start calling him from that phone.
Guess. You think I've lost weight? Different number. Different number.
See? It's making her so crazy inside to see if he's lying to her. So she's going to call from a number he doesn't even know. Now remember, all this was on a live stream. Oh my God. It's like, girl, act crazy behind a black curtain, but damn.
About the time that I was jealous, crazy, freaking jealous loser like this. When I first met BB, I'm gonna call him from my other phone and see if he answers. Or text, or what should I do? I got my friend at work to call BB when I first met BB. I was like, can you call BB and say, hey, I'm this girl from Plenty of Fish. You wanna hook up?
See what she did to BB?
Is it buffering? So, she called BB and she said, hey, it's whatever. Remember me? You want to hook up? I'm so horny. He's like, nah, no thanks. I met someone I'm in love.
And you still cheated on him. Go figure. So even if a man says he's in love with you, it's not even enough.
At that moment, I fell so much in love with him.
And then what happened? Yeah, you did lose a good one with BB. Everybody says BB's the one that got away. Or he dodged a bullet. Either way. Yeah, the good ones are rare. You guys need to read that. If you're fortunate enough to be given a good one and you ruin them or break, life won't present the opportunity to do it twice. Karma will take the one you broke and put them in the hands of someone that will mend them. And we heard BB's engaged. Good for you, BB.
I was like, wow. Isn't that the sweetest thing? It's so cute, isn't it? I need to darken my eyebrows.
Girl, she getting ready to get in the car. Don't do it.
So what am I gonna wear with this lipstick? With this lip liner?
Straight jacket.
What's messed up?
What you're about to do is messed up. What you're doing is messed up.
I'm calling him on a different number. I want to see. Because then I'll know.
Because then I'll know. Wow. Wow.
Oh, okay. You can answer for another bitch.
See, she's already decided in her mind. She's already decided in her mind. She trusts nobody.
Should I pretend to be another woman too? No. I know he's gonna find out about this anyways.
Yeah, because you're doing it on the fucking internet.
Oh. He said he likes when women are jealous, so you like when
I doubt it.
women are jealous? I told him.
Well, here you go. This is level 10, Nadder.
Careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for, pal.
Exactly, Nadder.
Whatever. All right, let's do it.
Oh, God, I hated when she would do that.
We're gonna give it 10 minutes. What did I say, Lynn? What's a narcissistic? Oh, handset, yeah. You think so?
See how she's doing much better than she was laying in bed? Because she formulated a plan. She formulated a plan, so that brought down all that anxiety. Now that she gave herself a plan. So if she went through life every morning, probably a therapist would make her write out her routine and she had to follow it all day, right? That's the truth. Then she has something to look forward to all day. She's the kind of person, if she's got nothing to do all day, she'll create her own whatever. Not content, we know that, but her own kind of crazy. Yeah, this was her real hair at this point with hair fibers.
Basic instinct vibes?
Somebody in the chat said, I'm getting basic instinct vibes.
I know people think I'm nuts right now.
Yeah. But did that stop you? No.
I know they can't actually physically talk on the chat, but I'm sure it's coming. Chantal's a stalker. Crazy girlfriend meme. Everything. So. It's still buffering? Yeah, what he said. I like when girls are a bit jealous. Really? Hi, Shrinking Project. I'm gonna call when it's charged. Excuse me.
She's charging a phone that was in a drawer. How many?
Not on my other phone, it won't, Tiffany, because he doesn't know I have two phones.
See? Anxiety gone. Sick stomach feeling gone. Fear gone. Because she's going to get him before he gets her. That's the mentality here.
Let's do it. Wait, what's his phone number?
The stalker phone is charging, right?
Oh, what's his phone number? Hold on.
Oh, trust me, you have it memorized. It's burned into your brain.
I'm so nervous right now. Should I do this?
No, no, and no.
I'm live? Really? Should I? This is rude.
Yeah, paperclip. It is rude. It is so rude that you can sit in your house and drive yourself so crazy that you have to interrupt a man's private life as a grown man hanging out with his friends and family. Think about it. You've just done this shit in Kuwait with Salah and his friend because you were what? Jealous of the wife, or the wife said something behind your back. Because you went over there and they had sympathy for you because of your size. But they weren't allowed to have sympathy for you because of your size, because that's fat shaming. But then again, you couldn't sit on the ground. You couldn't help clean up because you couldn't stand that long. But they weren't allowed to feel bad for you. So what did you want them to do? It's just unbelievable the way your brain works. Everybody's against you. Everybody hates you. Everybody's a liar. Can't trust anyone. What a dismal life you live. Dismal.
It's buffering? I know, it's like buffering for me too. Just give it a few minutes. Here goes nothing.
She's already thinking she's going to catch him. You see this face? She wants to validate that she's not worth loving. So she's going to sabotage and ruin it before the guy even gets a chance to decide. It's unbelievable. These kind of girls are unbelievable. I think it's meant, if you yell, say paperclip in the chat, that means she's doing something crazy and she needs to stop. Like calling Nadder repeatedly. She's been doing it for 2 years. She's still doing it. He even got an email on New Year's Eve because Sala went out without her because, in my opinion, he's not her husband. He's not obligated to sit with her. Smug, Chantal. Look at that. She's smug now. She ain't crying on her llama. Because she came up with a plan. Just to make herself feel better. And this guy didn't do a fucking thing. Still not answering, is he? It's because he doesn't have his phone with him, you crazy stalker.
Nothing. Damn. I was hoping to catch him.
Oh, look at that. You were hoping that he was a loser.
Shit. Watch him call back.
No, he never did. Oh, paperclip is her safe word. Okay. I thought it would be her crazy word.
You called? Yes, my name is Tiffany. Do you remember me? Okay, well.
Guess it's time to get in the car then, huh? Because you're going to come up with some new scenario in your head. Here we go. Here we fucking go.
I'm fucked because I broke up with him.
Yeah, and that's the funny part. You broke up with him before you started all this mania. Did you not? You told him it was over. Because he wasn't answering your text. Oh my God. Just go, you know what? Dig the hole in the backyard. Just be done.
I'm stupid.
No shit. But the funny part is, hindsight's 2020. You continued on with this behavior that you've been doing to men for 30 years. Now you're in the Middle East doing the same shit. And you still can't figure it out. You know that's called insanity, right? When you keep repeating the same behavior, expecting a different outcome. That's literally the definition of insanity. Woo.
I'm such an asshole. No, but he probably, I don't know. Look, regardless.
Yes, she's 39.
How
Or
acting.
she's going to be 39.
Is buffering?
In like April.
It's buffering.
People are still fucking with you, just like when they were doing the phone calls that showed no ID or anything. It's your chat telling you it's buffering and it's not. They're fucking with you.
I'm crazy. I'm not.
We know. We know.
This is what happens. I'm acting like a 2-year-old.
Yes, we know.
No, he didn't answer. He doesn't know I have 2 phones.
He does now. So's the whole internet. Oh, March? Well, whatever. She's Aries.
Thanks, lazy days.
Yeah, it's probably at the end of March. 28th, yeah. She's an Aries. End of March, middle of April.
Then why is he not calling me back?
Oh, dear God. Here we go. It's like that creepy movie, like Annabelle. Remember that kids open the door and that weird little music box is going? Right? That's how creepy that music is. I love it, Knock Knock. That was great.
He didn't answer. Should I restart my stream, guys? Yeah, I should. Okay, I'm gonna restart.
So they're telling her it's listen to this. They're telling her it's buffering, right? So she decides she's gonna restart the stream.
Come back.
She was in the car when she went back live.
I called on the other phone, no one answered, so I don't know what to say.
Oh no, not yet.
I feel like just like driving by and being like, hey, can I have my I need to smoke a joint. Like, I won't be able to relax. I won't be able to sleep. Yeah, Lynn.
I'll bet a lot of these videos were the ones that got deleted back in this arc because she didn't want Sala to see she was crazy for men. A little crazy when it came to men. I'm gonna guess. Oh boy, eyebrows are on. Yikes.
Thank you, Jessica.
A lot of breath from changing her shirt.
I am. So bad. Sam! Anyone call me? No? Oh, I'm not surprised. This is the last time.
Well, yeah, Sala's a distraction from Nadder, and so is Kuwait. When she comes back to Canada, Nadder will be her distraction from Sala. Watch, and just watch and pay attention. She's always got to replace one with another till she finds another.
The last time I wait for a man to call me. Yeah, right. Fucking loser. It's buffering?
They're doing it again. It's buffering. That's the oldest trick in the book, Chantal.
I'll call him one more time from this number. And then
Oh, God, she's going to call again. People. People. Oh, my God.
I'm gonna leave it for the night.
Well, that's the thing, no nudes. They love her crazy. It keeps their relationship exciting. When Nadder and Dee Dee get to deal with Chantal, it's way exciting for them. It is what drew them together. So there's that. They all three belong together.
Just gonna forget for life.
Too bad Chantal can't play ball and wants Nadder all to herself, or they'd have probably all been living together.
I'm gonna leave it for life.
She would have been the banker, right? Nadder would have been the chef. Dee Dee go to work. It would have worked just fine. Yeah, she's back. I can't believe she's calling again.
Thank you, Andres. Nope. Unless there's a good excuse, there's not going to be a tomorrow for me.
Ooh. Oh, aren't you smug as fuck? Now she gets in the car.
I'm not kidding. Like, you don't not call
Here comes righteousness.
all night.
Oh, and pride. Pride. This one's pride. Because she looks stupid. Now she's coming through with, he's the one that did it.
What the hell? How can that even happen? You're not even thinking about me?
Girl, as soon as I click off this live, I don't think about you.
Like, no. It doesn't fly with me at all. Okay, let's go.
I knew it. You're getting in the car now.
Who's coming?
I will not be ignored. Look at that look. Love the pause game.
In between my legs.
Gross.
From a knock house? No, from a store. There's a store open till midnight to buy weed.
Yeah, she said all the stores were closed, but there's actually a store open till midnight.
I gotta go buy some more since I'm an asshole and I left my entire stash.
So that's where she pretends like she's going. That's where she pretends like she's going, people.
With the person not answering the phone right now. They're too fucking busy to pay attention to me.
Because if he was watching her, she wouldn't want him to know that she's headed to his house. See that? Yeah, exactly. From depressed, no, from Fatal Instinct straight to the Psycho movie.
Don't you know that I'm the only person who deserves attention right now?
Pretty sure Pete's does.
That's what I sound like, isn't it? I love these sandals. Did you guys see them yet? Hold on.
Oh, God. We gotta look at Funko Baby feet.
In a second. Hold on a second.
Oh, God. Funko Baby feet.
My floor's really dirty, but
Prepare yourselves.
you like?
Mwah. No. Those are hideous. Those are hideous. They don't even fit you. Ma'am. Look at all these with the bent heels. Bent. Kee. The cat poop. And that's linoleum. That's not even carpet. You are not a size 9 shoe, ma'am. Those are Nona shoes. Aaron. Nona shoes. My Nona wears those.
I know my foot's all.
Why is there squirt bottles?
Anyways, my shoes are everywhere. Slushy. I'm gonna go get some stuff and then cry myself to sleep.
Liar.
Wake up and hopefully still be mad like I am now. So I can't go to bed mad. I can't go to bed without resolution. Technical difficulties? What's going on?
Pretending like she had a technical difficulty.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is end the stream, restart my phone, go buy the thing, go.
Uh-huh. Because she knows she about to go act crazy, and she not sure if she wants that on the internet. Just in case he's watching.
Gonna blaze, okay? So, let's try this. Not that great. Ooh, it's sour. Alright guys, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy a couple pre-rolls. Go home. So
Yeah, okay. Okay. I know, that car is way too small for her. Girl, get yourself like one of them lifted trucks or a Hummer. Get something that makes you look little. That car is too little for me.
I have to use my GPS too, so I'm gonna go buy it.
Oh, she got to hang up, people. She didn't bring that second phone. She didn't bring that second phone for the GPS. Oh, okay. Yeah, you did. It's in your purse.
It's gonna take a while to get there. It's kind of far.
Yeah, like Gatineau.
So, I know, basic. I'll be back, so keep an eye out for me, okay? You might not get the notification, so keep an eye. I'll be back. Bye.
Then she came back on. She ain't happy, is she? You think if you just scored at the weed store, you'd be so happy. It's like she sat on the ground and they built the car around her. Oh my God, that's awesome. That was funny. Someone's like, she can't roll a joint with those big meat paws. Can you imagine Shani rolling one? She's got baseball gloves.
Hey, Joe.
Joe, did you come in to wipe her tears? The music slows down, getting creepier.
What's up, Joe? Brooke, hi.
Too bad you didn't learn from your past. You probably would have been married to Nadder by now. Clown car.
Put it members online chat.
Members only, because I don't want to hear it from the rest of the internet. I just want to be able to put it out there so I can trauma dump on everyone. But I really don't want anybody to tell me anything. Put it on members only lives then.
Might not be a lot of people in here.
TikTok, spill it.
I didn't even drink it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Spill it.
I'm in the middle of nowhere.
What'd you do?
You're not sleeping, Joe? They're going to bed. What a difference eyebrows makes.
Not really.
I wonder if it's like too late to do members only. Like there might not be as many people in here.
Oh, and you love the attention of many. Oh, if I do members only, I won't have many people.
Chatting, you know what I mean? Maybe I should go home and then come back.
You sitting outside his apartment, you weirdo?
I find the weed shop, so I didn't get anything.
You weren't even looking for the weed shop. You went straight to Nadder's.
They close at midnight. Like my GPS led me to like some weird spot. I don't know. It's just like
Apartment building in Gatineau. Blame it on the GPS. Drove me straight to Nadder's.
what the hell? This is not where it is, you know. So
Long babe, she's all, this can't be legal. And all the proof's out there. And she says she's going to go to the police station when she gets home. And she's going to file a report of harassment against Nadder for talking about her on the internet. And there's all this footage out there. Oh, my God. Gets better every minute.
I don't think people are going to get notifications for this either. Hi, Iris. It's good to see you, Beezers. Look at this yellow light. It's good to see you, Beezers, here with me.
This is what she does in Kuwait. Hides the chins. She's trying to hide her chins from Salah. Salah. That's what it was.
Well, I'm not feeling great. Hi, Abby. I'm moving in with you and your hubby. That's it. I'm done. Hi, butterflies and daisies.
Listen, I'm putting this out there in case we make it to the documentary, right? After all hell breaks loose in Canada. I'll be like, here you go. Just go ahead and use it.
Penny, hi. Annie, I'm so stupid.
Yeah. What'd you do?
I feel so dumb.
What did you do?
I didn't get any weed.
We know.
Hi, Beez and Ben. I went by his house.
No shit. Is anybody shocked?
If I could get my stuff.
Spill it, girl.
So
Spill
I
it.
get there.
Mm-hmm.
No, like, I don't think anyone was home. I don't know. Like, he has his room, which was dark, but I mean, if you're in the room with somebody, it's gonna be dark. I didn't hear any noise.
She was actually listening. Did you have your ear to the siding, listening? Oh my God.
His kitchen light was on, the door was locked, but his kitchen window, like, I could see inside, and I could see his kitchen table. There was, like, still everything on it from, like, the last time.
If you don't care, said her head popped up in every window. Oh, the whole ear hustled on the window, right? Oh my God. Why didn't you film it? It would have been the best part of this night. God.
So, I didn't really notice my edibles, though. I couldn't really see that well. But there was, like, stuff all over the table, and that's where my edibles were. He doesn't have a car. No. But he was being picked up. I don't know. But what bothers me about that is, like, what situation could you be in where you're gone for, like, hours and hours?
He'd been gone for 4 hours at this point. Why didn't you bring a ladder with you? You could have shimmied up to his bedroom window. Look at her trying to. Oh my God, I can't.
And not think about me once. Like,
She's justifying her behavior. Well, if you wouldn't have went out with your friends and your family, I wouldn't have had to do this. Oh my God.
oh, maybe she tried calling me. Maybe
Maybe I wouldn't do this if you would have called me back.
like, maybe she texted me. I just feel stupid. Like,
As you should.
oh my God. Like, what is wrong with me?
She's Rose from 2.5 Men.
Anyway. I went over there, Jessica.
I know this. Doesn't anybody there have a Ring doorbell? Come on now. We're going to need that footage. I would be a millionaire if I had that footage.
Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. I went over there to see if he was home. He wasn't home, as far as I know. I knocked on the door, nothing.
And then?
I don't know what's going on.
And then?
I don't. Like, I don't. That's what's bugging me.
You tried to open the door, didn't you?
I don't know what's going on. And, like, I just... Like, why can't you at least call me? Like, you know? I did. I texted him. I'm like, answer your phone. Like, if you don't call me, I'm never, like... I didn't say this, but I'm going to text. Like, I'm just like, I'm never going to talk to you if you don't call me.
God.
Supposed to call me back, and he never did. Like, what am I supposed to think? You know, now I'm just, like, left here all night worrying with, like, nothing to calm me down.
That's your own fucking problem.
I'm like, I'm just losing my mind. Like, I don't feel like I deserve that. Everything I've, like...
Tried to jimmy the lock. Rammed it like a buffalo, right? Took the car. Tried to push on the door at the front bumper a little bit. Just a little nudge, people.
Been through with this person in the past 3 weeks. I don't feel like I deserve that, you know?
Do you see how she started writing the script? Can you imagine the revenge game? How she amped it up? This was only after 21 days of dating. And he went out with his friends and his family. And she got all like this. And after all we've been through, how could he treat me like this, right? Then the revenge game went big, man. He essayed me. I'll get him not to go to Montreal with Dee Dee. I mean, this is nuts. Yabba the Hutt. Good God.
Like, if you want a day away, then fucking hang out with your friends, but at least tell me what you're doing and call me when you say you're gonna call me and let me know.
Okay. He doesn't owe you anything.
You know? Like, I did go there, yeah.
I would have never fired up alive and admitted that. No way. She did that. Listen, Long Babe. She did that in Montreal after Dee Dee and Nadder were together. She was not with him anymore. She drove there and they seen her looking through the windows. Oh my God. Didn't he take a picture? Oh my God.
I just feel so... I don't know how to feel. Like, I just feel like we just have such different lives, and I just can't picture that mingling together. Like, I don't know. He seems to have, like, so many, like, fun friends and stuff like that.
And that's her other problem. Just like with Salah. She stays home while they go out with their friends because she doesn't feel like she fits in. And this is all in her head. This has nothing to do with anyone else but what she does to herself. It's sad. She needs help.
I mean, I have friends, but not, like, a lot. And I'm not very social, like, in a way.
There it is. She doesn't feel like she fits in. Even with remember she went camping that one time? And after that, she never would go back? See?
I feel like I'm boring. Maybe I'm boring.
No, you're just awkward. You're just awkward, that's all. That's because you're insecure.
Or maybe he doesn't want to just stay in with me all day. Maybe I just knocked and looked.
Yes, YouTube is her lifeline. Absolutely. Well, she's just entitled. She's entitled to what she wants that makes her feel good. And she doesn't care what makes other people feel good, as long as they make her feel good. So yeah, that's going to be a potential problem in life. But yeah, her wrath. Oh, we can cover her wrath tomorrow if you'd like to. Her wrath is like no other. You can feel sorry for her in 1 minute and hate her guts the next minute because her wrath is evil. Yes, people with addictions play mind games with people. They make sure they've got you right where they want you, and if you're not going to play ball, they'll kick you to the curb because you make them nervous. Especially people that might hit the nail on the head in a calm, not hateful way. You were still a hater, and you need to get the fuck out of my face and out of my life. That's exactly what they do. Or they will punish you, they will slander you, they will destroy your reputation, and they will do whatever it takes to shut you up. We see it all the time on the internet. This lighting and music is creeping me the fuck out. Not only that, but the fact that you're dressed up like a 500-pound cheetah is not helping. I'm getting the creeps. Just kidding. We have to laugh for a minute.
I just want to hurl. I don't want to eat. I don't want to sleep.
This is so bizarre. You're acting like one of them women who, I don't know, has 2 kids at home, right? She's got 2 kids at home. Her husband went out, and she's running around out there looking for him. You've been dating Nadder 20 days at this point. He went with his friends and family. He had a whole life before he met you on the Tinder.
And I feel bad.
That's who we're watching, Truth is Freedom. That's who we've been watching the whole time. Knock, knock, it's karma. And then we're going to move on to Wrath tomorrow.
Whining about it for like hours with you
Yes, I know. I seen that. We're going to cover that tomorrow, Carlotta.
guys, but
Have a laugh tomorrow.
yeah.
What is that music?
Something to creep you the hell out. Like it's
I tried
freaking
the
us
door.
out.
I'm like, please be open so I can break in and
Told ya, she tried to open the door.
get my shit. I know that's
Remember that statement she made back then when she said, if I could just get inside his house. Remember? And the French guy, she got inside his house and she hid so she could watch what he was doing. Oh my God.
it's illegal, but
Hey, this is the introduction for the show Snapped. When she gets home and shit goes south. If she don't go get help and leave Dee Dee and Nadder alone and Nadder quit poking Chantal just because you want fucking views. Yeah, it creeped my husband out too. He goes, what's that music?
hi Marissa. I drove by there.
Now, Carlotta, I love the puffy finger and I love the morning and sunset and dark in the window. That was cracking me up too. Like just sitting there rambling on hour after hour, day after day. I thought it was so funny.
Not home. I wasn't able to get any weed because my GPS took me to the wrong place.
Took you straight to Gatineau. Don't cover lies with lies. Crazy's already crazy. Just try the truth.
Thanks, Luca. Thanks, guys. I don't even know what I'm crying about.
You're not crying, ma'am. Anyway, so the conclusion of mania and obsession. He said he left his phone at home. And technically his phone was dead because she called and texted so many times, it drained the battery. But then she doubled down and said, I don't know if I believe him. Why would he take his phone if he wanted to go enjoy himself? You're the only crazy bitch that would call him. He probably already knew that you text him and called him nonstop and he wanted to go have a good night, so he left his phone at home. He would have never thought in a million years you'd just show up at his damn house. Right? See, Nadder doesn't need, he didn't need, he had residency, right? He had residency. So he didn't need the crazy, but he liked the money. He liked the new clothes. He liked the electronics. He's not stupid. It's like he said, you give me money, fine, thank you. I mean, she offered him $1,500 a month for him to make her falafels once a week and do videos with her. He's like, all right. Right? I hope Dee Dee sticks with that, but I have a feeling Nadder is going to run the show, so I hope Dee Dee sticks with... Now, it doesn't matter if you're going to let her in or not. She might just show up. All of a sudden, you're watching a show, you look over at the slider, and you're like, the f... Right? There she is. No, like this. Outside the slider. Moo, They would scream, I'd scream, everybody screams. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. We've been here way too long. Tomorrow, we will cover Wrath. We will see the other side. We're going to see the side of woman scorned. Holy shit. It should be great. I'll have it all put together, and we'll hang out tomorrow, and we'll cover it. Try to help this woman out before she comes home and makes bigger problems for herself. All right, guys, love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye.